first. Do this. Okay, we got that. Let's come here. Actually, no, I can't do this one yet because I think I need to come here and do this one first. I didn't shove this in here. Okay, now that one should be good to go. Okay, now this one should definitely be good to go. The one thing I definitely hate the most about doing this restream stuff is just how much time it takes to actually set this stuff up each stream. I feel like I'd be much happier with a system that was just like, here's this and go. Like, though I should probably expand this a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so I think that's set up enough. I actually kind of want to like watch both of the reveal videos first before I start doing any of the rest of the stream, just to like kind of start talking about them. I usually wait for people to be in the chat while I do that, and if you are watching this as an archive, I stream 4 days a week, so make sure you head over to my Twitch, which link is in the description down below. Anyway, enough shilling. Give me a hot second to just find these real quick. I guess I'll just go play Runeterra. And we'll come here. I have watched both of these on stream at one point or another, but we will come here. Okay. That one pixel is going to drive someone crazy, but that's not my problem.
Doom is my instrument. I will bless you with death. Speak, Herald. Is the path ready?
Your road is laid out, sire, paved in bone.
I am impervious. Those who seek my armor find my mace.
Surrender your armor. I'll delight in its destruction.
Begone, puppet, or I'll take you where only sorrow dwells.
Okay, so that was the Mordekaiser trailer, and I think like the coolest thing that I saw was like the artwork for like these like followers and stuff. I don't know what on earth this thing is, but it looks cool as shit. And then let's see, there was something else that, okay, yeah, the Mordekaiser that just has hands for a head is definitely a choice. I love that they started giving us concept art because I think that's super cool. They were giving us, I thought, like, concept art of, like, the champion's artwork. At least in the Mordekaiser one, it looks like we have a lot of concept art for his followers and stuff, which is cool, too. They are just kind of more faceless blue guys, though, which, like, Runeterra has a lot of. I'm not complaining. It's just, like, I feel like we could have picked a different shade. It kind of looks like we got a Neela here. So this is maybe going to be a landmark or something, which is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so we have, like, his concept art for his level 2. And then I kind of wish that these, like, animated gifts that they have would just be, like, the prismatic for champions, or maybe, like, a level above prismatic. Like, maybe there's, like, a legendary prismatic or something that you can get. I think that'd be kind of cool to have, like, animated artwork. I don't think prismatics are like that right now. I mean, I guess I could check real quick. I think it's just shiny, right? Yeah, it like, prismatics right now have, like, a... I can kind of show you, actually. Prismatics just have, like, this, like, wavy effect in the background, but the actual, like, champion art isn't animated or anything. I think that'd be super cool if they had that, but... Anyway, we're gonna look at the Morgana trailer next. I got an out-of-touch question for you. What is that, Sleeper? What question could you have? So let's see. Let's go... This needs to be like this. Turn this back on.
I have found such beauty in mortality.
Miss Moore! Miss Moore! Look what I can do!
It is a delight to watch you grow, Lisa.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
My absence has made you strong, Morgana.
I am strong despite you, not because of you. Own your frailty.
So just first off, wait, this is like a really long... Anyway. Why did they put the dragon in the end of the teaser? You're talking about the like, elder dragon thing here? So, like, it's one of two things, right? This, like, first off, people are saying this is the elder dragon that's, like, in the game. First off, Mr. Bin, how you doing today? Dur, how you doing today? Not gonna lie, I'm not convinced of Morgana yet, but I'm really hyped for a blue Mordekaiser. Okay, so I'll get to Morgana in a second. I just want to finish addressing the elder dragon thing. So, either one of two things is happening. One, this is just their cheeky way of throwing, like, the next champion in our face, and that's what this is supposed to be. I don't think that's the case, but I could be wrong. The second thing is that this is some, like, champion that's within a package that they're expecting people to play, like a Mordekaiser champ support or something like that. Because they did the same thing with Neela's reveal trailer at the end. They put, or no, not Neela, Nidalee's trailer reveal. They put, like, the ambush bush thing in the background. So I don't know what the deal is here, but I want to go back to the Morgana thing real quick, because this is something that I posted about on Twitter that was really cool. I'm just starting the day. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Right now, we're doing fine. Oh my god, guys, so, my mom bought the, Panera's, like, unlimited sip club thing, and so I went to Panera today, and found out that Panera has a Pokemon gym for Pokemon Go. I have a problem now. Like, I'm playing a lot of Pokemon Go, and I'm not okay with it because I really don't like that game. But I keep playing it because it's something to do. So I've been playing a lot of it. But yeah, so the that's how my day's going. Is I've spent way too much time inside of I spent like an additional hour inside of a Panera bread that I expected to today. All right, I expected to spend like 15 minutes maybe. Unlimited charged lemonade, sign me up. Yeah, basically. Although I only drink soda, so you know, like I don't act. It's not. All it is like if you pay $3 a month, you get 2 sodas a week or a month from Panera, and you've made money, right? It would be cool if we got Elder Dragon, regardless of if it's a follower or champ. Yeah, I agree. I think like any of those things that are like staples in League should have a card equivalent. Like we have the blue minion, right? But we don't have a red minion in LOR. The closest thing we have is the companion you can buy in the shop. But there's no, as far as I know, there's no like actual card for red minion. Anyway, what I wanted to get to about the Morgana is like the best part about these behind the champion trailers that we're getting right now is you just get to see like the amount of work and detail that goes into each of these artwork pieces, because that is by far one of the best parts of Runeterra, is every card having its own full art, which is probably the most taxing part about making that game, but it's definitely the coolest part about playing this game. And so right here we have this perfect example, right? Where you have this Morgana that is holding hands with like what kind of looks like Nidalee, but I don't think it's supposed to be Nidalee. But like, you know, this Morgana is like, her face is giving you this vibe of like, she is like eager to get you to follow her. Like she is like, yes, I will take care of you. You will like follow me. Like that is the vibe I get from her face in this photo, right? But then you go over to this Morgana, and this Morgana seems a lot more like she's seen some shit. She's been through hell herself. And she's like empathetic to what you're going through. Like, yes, I get it. I've been there. Let me help you, please. And you can kind of get that from like her voice lines as she's talking in this, which I don't know how much of a redesign that is because I didn't really play League at all. I don't know if she was supposed to be like a bitch, you know, but like this one definitely seems like sympathetic to like mortals, I guess. And you kind of also get that from the lore thing. What am I trying to say? The Mage Seeker game. I don't know how many of you played that Silas game that's like the Hades ripoff. Like I hate calling it that, but like that's how the gameplay feels. Over explaining art, homie. It's cool. It's like I don't know if I would say that like if the artwork wasn't as cool in this game, I wouldn't play it. But I definitely wouldn't, like, love it as much as I do if the artwork wasn't as cool. Plus, she just looks great. Like, this is a beautiful piece of artwork. I also commented that the hair swoosh is much better in the redesign. I mean, like, look at this swoosh. Weak. Pathetic, even. This swoosh, based. Emo AF, alright? And she's even got, like, what might be shadows from her hair, but also kind of looks like dried up tear marks on her face. Like, perfection. Emo icon queen, right? She also has this girl that she, like, takes care of or something, and she still has the, like, oh, you don't know who I am kind of thing, going with, like, the hood, the Darth Sidious hood here. These are kind of cool, though. Like, just all these pieces of artwork. I don't know what's going on, like, in this picture. If we're teaching this kid what a rocking horse is, what a unicorn is, or what's going on. But, like, imagine this being your butler or something, right? I'm gonna guess this is probably artwork for a... It's either for, like, a landmark or, like... this group of people as a unit or something. Now, this says aspect of justice, and also I think it, like, they always show this when they're playing, like, the mother figure. So is this the same thing as the Targon card? So people are gonna have to help me out, because they have this Targon 5-drop that sucks, honestly. Yeah, Mihira, aspect of justice. So, like... Nope, that's not the button I wanted. These are the same thing, right? These things are the same thing. So... Anyway, I just wanted to, like, kind of, like, talk about that a little bit, because I do love these new... pieces of artwork that we're getting. I love the way they're doing these reveals now. I feel like when the reveals are cards, it's hard for me personally to talk about them on like stream and stuff, because I just feel like I'd rather, like, if I'm watching someone who's talking about new cards and stuff, I'd rather talk to someone who like knows what they're talking about, if that makes sense. But when it comes to like artwork and stuff, I feel like I can actually contribute to that conversation. I picked the wrong time to ask my out-of-touch question. Yeah, you did. Kayle Morgana mom before she turned into an aspect. Oh, so you're saying that the humanoid-looking thing is before she turned into this. So that was before this thing. But then, wait, but now I'm more confused. So do they always just have wings? Like, are these just like a group of people that have wings then? Because the humanoid version looking thing had wings before it turned into this. She used to be a normal human, but she had wings, right? Like, I'm not crazy. That picture had her with wings, right? Like, I'm not the crazy one, right? So do we think... I guess here's the question, right? Do we think that Morgana is definitely a Targon champ? And if so, do we think we're getting another Targon 5-drop? Wings are just part of justice. Basically, I was trying to ask, why do people struggle in Snap when you don't have to think and play Wong, White Tiger, Odin on curve? Like, you can just not care what your opponent is doing and just play those 3 cards on a lane you're already losing. The problem is that once you start playing against actual decks, that strategy is less good. Like, if you start playing against Galactus, that's not, like, good enough. Because then, like, Galactus just destroys the lanes that you're already losing. And then, like, what's the other thing? The Patrons calls it the Church of Big Stats. I don't know what the actual name of the deck is, but it's, like, Sherry and, Red Skull. Honestly, Sherry Red Skull is probably closer to, like, the type of deck gameplay you're talking about. And by the way, this is, like, a huge, like, Marvel Snap tangent I'm going on right now, so, like, I promise this will be over in, like, a second. But, like, if you have a Sherry and Red Skull, that's 28 power. If you have a card that turns off Red Skull's abilities, that's 28 power for free. And then you just play Taskmaster, and you get another 28 power in a different lane, and that's very hard to beat. Unless you're just straight up destroying them with Shang-Chi. Pantheon or Zoe? Wait, no, hang on. Doesn't Pantheon's... Because Pantheon... You can actually see Pantheon's original version here, right? This is actual Pantheon, like, before he becomes human. And, like, okay, he doesn't have wings, but, like... I mean, come on. Like, he's flying, right? And all I'm saying is that, like, in the Let's see. Can I bring it back? In the artwork for the aspect of justice, she has wings before she's an ass. Oh, I see what I'm looking at. Okay, but, like, there's still a step missing here, alright? Like, we're on this, right? We're looking at this, and sure, you have, like, probably her before and her before. That's, like, what these sides are. So, like, these wings that we're looking at right now are, like, after she becomes an aspect. But then how do we get from that to the thing that we see in LOR, right? Like, there's still, like, a step missing, right? like, am I crazy? There's definitely a step missing here, right? Because we're talking about, like humanoid-looking thing, and this, like, I guess she has legs and hands, but, like, she has 4 hands and no face. You know what I mean? Probably a multiple step transformation. She also has more wings here than she has in the trailer here. Or maybe she doesn't? It's actually kind of hard to tell. Not even her final form, bro. He has a cape. And flies because he's an aspect. 6 wings and 6 arms. Well, okay, wait, are these hands? Oh my god, wait, you're right. Wait, I thought those were, like, high heels. No. These are hands. Like, this one looks like a high heel, definitely. This one is definitely a thumb and a hand. I thought, okay, I did not think. I thought these were more hands. Maybe she lost part of herself by giving Morgana and Kayle power. Jodra Joko? How you doing today, first off? Second, that could be true, too. Maybe, like, this is her at full power, and then she gives Kayle and Morgana some power. But so, what do we think we're getting with Morgana? Like, does anyone have, like, predictions of what she's actually gonna do? Because we don't really have any information from the behind-the-scenes trailer. We just have artwork and voice lines, which, super cool artwork and voice lines, but it's inspired by biblically accurate serifs. Biblically accurate seraphine? I saw someone have an interesting take that she's, like, capture support. Now, like, capture support is interesting, because in one regard, she does do roots and stuff in League, right? Like, she roots you in a place or something. But, like, capture as a mechanic is, like, that unit has to be tanky in order to keep that up, right? Like, you have to have a big unit that is hard to kill. That's why Tom Kench has capture, right? So I don't think it's that. I do think someone else said something like, maybe she works closer to Infinite Mind Splitter, where, like, it's like a round start, stun something. That could be cool. I would love to see her do something like that. It could be anything. Maybe it'll be like Targon Control. I would love Targon Control to come back, because that was, like, and I'm not talking, like, Cosmic Call, because this is probably closer to, like, a combo deck than it is, like, a pure control deck, but I'm talking, like, Asol Leona Targon Control, like, something like that. Like, that was a fun deck back in the day. I loved that. Morgana should stun a card for 3 turns. Is that inspired by something that she does? Her Q is an infinitely long root, and her ult is an AoE stun. I hope not. I hate stuns. Yeah, I know. Like, the worst part about her being a stun champ is that she's a Yasuo support. Right? Jay Broad, how you doing today? God, could you imagine if there's all this hype for Morgana and she's just Yasuo support? Could you imagine? I'd uninstall. How you doing today, Fizz? Maybe she works better with Leona. I'll take it. We love Yasuo. Oh yes, definitely. As a guy who once played against 9 Yasuo players in a row, yeah. Bandle City, yeah. I'm good. Maybe something with Spell Shield, or hopefully a new Targon mechanic. So, like, the only thing I can think of, if it's not stun support, like, even just from playing, the Mage Seeker game, that's, like, the most experience I have with Morgana, is that game. Even just from playing that, it really seems like some kind of, like, stun mechanic is what she's going to be based around. So, either she's going to be based around stuns, like actual stuns, or she's going to have some new mechanic of like either a new keyword, or she's going to give things like can't block, right, from the opponent, like they can't block or anything. That could be interesting. Like the units can still attack and do stuff, but they won't be able to block your aggression. I don't know if that'd be like broken or not, but we do have precedent for it in Noxus already, right? With that one card. Maybe she doesn't stun, but benefits from you stunning stuff and gives payoff for, like, Yasuo. Her utility card had something to do with Titanic, so maybe something with that. Oh, yeah, what was the card that, like, has her in it? Isn't there a card right now that has her in the background of or something? Isn't it the brand new 5-drop? Maybe. I've also been very burpy because, again, I'm drinking soda because I'm a freaking addict. Oh, it's this thing, right? Isn't that her? The Veiled Protector has not forgotten the blessing that elevated it above a mere beast, and repays this debt by ensuring any who seek a certain sanctuary on the slopes of Targon make the journey unscathed. So she, when I'm summoned or you summon a Titanic ally, maybe she'll be a Titanic mommy, right? Maybe that's what we'll get. I don't know. I don't know if that fits Morgana's character, because she's not, like, overwhelmingly strong. She's, like, magically strong or something, right? But then yet again, there were cards that had Ari in her artwork that, like, even if they were Ari support, weren't very good. Like, so this could just be, like, this could be also just be, like, this could just be fan service or something, right? Just having her in the background here. Yeah, because, like, if it is stun, there's not, like, a ton of support that do things with stun outside of just stunning things themselves. Like, we have some cards that stun, right? But maybe she has a play effect, summon a Titanic female follower, and it goes full Yuri. Stop. Stop. I'm hoping she costs 4 or less. Yeah, can you imagine if Targon gets another 5-drop champ? Like, it's not like there's anything wrong with 5-drop champs. It's just that, like, the card needs to be really good to cost 5 or less, right? Like, seriously speaking, like, I mean, unless your name is Roji, when's the last time that Malphite was, like, really good, right? I mean, hell, when was the last time Asol was really good, right? Like, especially in Targon, like, you have to be really, You have to be, like, in this realm. You wanted the God of the Forge? You got it. Malphite has always been a very specific meta call. Yeah, no, I agree. But I'm just saying, like this mana cost, right? Anything that's, like, 5 or more has to be a really good card to see play. And that goes for, like, any region, really. Like, I'm just trying to see, like, how many 6... Like, I mean, Anivia is a good example. Anivia is not, like, a bad card. Just Anivia isn't, like, actually playable. like, Anivia is, like, the truest form of a control deck in LOR. And that's just really bad. Hecarim barely sees play, too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're kind of turning around on Darius and Jarvan, because they've been, like, for a long time, they were both, like, the punching bags of LOR, right? Like, you put Darius in a deck if you legitimately just didn't care if you won or not. Kind of same thing goes for Jarvan, but, like, lately, that's kind of started to turn around. Is Viego Eternal? No, he's not. Anivia was good in the past before. Oh, yeah, no, definitely Anivia was good. But she also used to cost 7, and then she cost 6, and she was good. Are there physical cards too, or just on screen? Unfortunately for this game, there is only on screen digital only cards. People keep asking for this company to make, like, physical cards, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Hecarim Elise Demacia. And, like, you see, this is what I mean, right? Like, these 3 champs that are on screen right now cost more than 5, and, like, Nasus is a really good champ, so he sees play. Sejuani is a really good champ, so she sees play. Viego was a really good champ, but has not really seen much play. I don't think that's because he's bad, per se. But I think he got nerfed to 6 mana, right? Wasn't he 5? I have a Hecarim Azir deck. It's fun, but not super good. And I mean, okay, like, when I say unplayable, right, I just mean, like, if you're talking in, like, a meta perspective of, like, tier 3 to tier 1, I'm not counting things that are, like, tier 4 and below. Like, they can be fun decks to play, and they do function, but as far as, like, a meta game goes, if the card isn't relevant is what I'm talking about, right? So that's why I would be, like, hesitant if Morgana costs more than, like, 5, because typically, like, this, like, 5+ cost is pretty cursed. Like, right now, with Karma set, Karma's been disgustingly good, right? But, like, think of how long it took for Karma to get to that point. She was good during the, like, the first patch of Runeterra, like, Rising Tides and, up to, like, when Targon got released. And then she basically saw no play unless you were on Spooky Karma. And even then, Spooky Karma was a very hard deck to play. She basically saw no play until, like, somewhat recently. And by somewhat recently, I mean, like, the past, like, 6 months or so, right? Karma during Rising Tides and Foundations was so broken. Yeah. I'm trying to rise... You're trying to rise someone's time. Scorpy, how you doing today? Also, I mean, like, not for nothing, but, like, if I'm going to buy a Morgana skin, I want a champ that's going to be on the board every time I play a game with that deck, right? I want that girl to be on the board flaunting my queen to the opponent at every instance I can. And if she costs more than 5, sometimes the game just ends before turn 5. So, like, you know, a Riot dev once said that the average length of a game in Runeterra was round 8. And this is like going on almost 2 years ago now. I'd be very interested to hear if that's changed. If like average game length has gone down or up. And if so, at what point did it change? Because it was 8 for a while. Not gonna lie, it's good when she's not meta since she's so game warpingly busted. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm not saying that like she deserves to be good or anything. I'm just saying like 5-cost card that went a very long time without seeing any real play. Heimer's the same way too, by the way. Heimer was good during the Heimer Vi era, and then basically didn't see any play until last year's Worlds, when Shihu brought it as a, like, Heimer... it was Heimer... It was before Nora came out. But it was, like, Heimer Bandle City with someone else. It was basically the precursor to Heimer Nora. I can't remember what the actual deck was, but it was, like, the precursor to what we now do with Heimer Nora, and... That was good. Elusive 3-drop turret was a pain in the ass. Oh, yes. No, absolutely. I'd be drunk entering a stupor. I don't know what that means, but good for you. I would say up since there is not much aggro right now. Oh, yeah, in standard, yeah, there's, like, not any aggro, right? Karma was broken with burst speed coins. I mean, she's still pretty good with focus speed coins. But, like, not as good, right? My personal average game length is 5. Also, we've been talking a lot about Morgana, right? I do think that she's probably going to fall somewhere. Like, if we just look at the spread of champs, I wish I had a good way to, like, organize champs by, like, their release. But maybe we should just go Fate's Voyage. So that was these, right? So these are like the most recent champs right here, right? I actually never noticed that we had a lot of... When was the last time we got like a 3-drop champ? Wait, when was the last time we got a 3-drop champ? Wait. Master Yi and Vayne. Interesting. That was like almost a year ago at this point, right? Maybe not quite a year ago. I don't know. Master Yi feels like he's been out for a while. But okay, I could definitely see Vayne being, or Morgana being a 3-drop. I don't know how many we have in Targon right now. Just these 3. And honestly, like, Soraka doesn't see much play as is. So I could see her being like a 3-drop. Maybe Morgana could be a 3-drop. That's exactly what I'm getting at, right? Is I think, like, it's been a while since the game has seen a new 5-drop. And actually, or I'm sorry, 3-drop. Not 5-drop, 3-drop. If we look in Standard, like, the only 3-drop champ is Yuumi, right? There's nothing else that's, like, really early game stuff. So I could see that. Morgana 5-drop. A lot of people are saying Morgana 5-drop. It's not that, like, I couldn't see it, but I just feel like it would make sense for her to be a 3-drop. Because even if we just go to Standard and we look at, like, the amount of 3-drops that are in the game, like, you look at this list, right? This list is actually pretty good for 3-drops. Like, I mean, you have some unplayable cards in here. Like, I don't think Kalista is very playable in Standard right now, but I haven't been playing Standard, so maybe that's changed with the new patch. Like, actually, I haven't really been playing much. I'm pretty confident Master Yi has not seen any play, but that's just me. Maybe she will be a 5-drop similar to Kayle in a way. Like, I guess if we're talking wish list-wise, I would not want her to be a 5-drop. And that's just for, like, champ selection, right? Like, Targon doesn't have a lot of playable early game champs. And it has a lot of, like, mid to late game champs. Especially because you can't usually play Pantheon on 4 leveled. In fact, I mean, technically, you physically can't play him on 4 leveled because he needs 5 different rounds. And standard Kayle is quite dead, or Kalista is quite dead. I think since her best synergy is rotated. Yeah, no, agreed. I'm trying to think of what else is in standard that, like, she would want to see. Like, if she is stun support, Falling Star is pretty good. If she could make Shield Vault good, that'd be interesting. Like, you have a good amount of stun cards. It just depends on if she's, like, supporting stun stuff or if she's stunning stuff. They Who Endure as well as Fearsome Package are mostly gone. Yeah. Are these just random people, or are these supposed to be someone? There are a few sights more splendid than the meeting of the sun and the moon. Oh, I see. So this is supposed to be a Lunari and a Solari, and they're getting arrowed. Really? These two are lore important? Orb. So, we're pretty sure that she's going to be Targon. Everyone in chat seems convinced that she's going to be a 5-drop. I guess I shouldn't say everyone in chat. Most of chat thinks she'll be a 5-drop. I'm like the only outlier, really, and a handful of people in chat who are saying 3-drop. Roxarder, how you doing today? I don't think I said hi to you yet. Can you give link permission? Yeah, 1 second. There you go.
The prisoner! She's gone!
Ah.
The Solari will be here soon.
And the Lunari already are. I've seen this before. A vision in the pools. When the moon blocks the sun, our path to freedom will be illuminated. At Dragon's Roost.
What?
I won't let them tear us apart. No matter the cost.
What do you mean? Oh, hey. Look what it is. That is... Okay, hold up. Wait. We need to back up. Why am I just now realizing how, like, obnoxiously big her sword is? What the hell? Why is it so big? It's like I never noticed that before. It's like the entire size of her torso. Elvin, how you doing today?
It's almost time.
Where's your plan?
What do we do?
Have faith.
There she is! And him? Traitor.
Wait!
Lyra!
Like, come on, that was a very telegraphed. Very telegraphed. Like, she had plenty of time to sit there and look. I'm just saying, like, she had plenty of time to push him out of the way and move out of the way.
Of the same circle.
Do you see it now?
Am I sleeping at night?
Together.
Diana's like, bitch, what happened?
Have faith.
Wait, hang on. Hold up. Wait. Wait, she... Okay. Hold on. Wait, weren't you just holding her in your arms? I just need to understand. Like, at this point... Wait. Yeah. So, he's holding her. Right? Okay, so he's definitely has her in his hands. And she's, like, definitely... Alright, and so he takes a step. So are you telling me that... Homie takes the step forward and then is like, oh, you know what? You could probably walk now, and puts her down while going through a... But, like, isn't this, like, the more dangerous part? And she's, like, critically wounded? Shouldn't he be, like... I don't know, like... Maybe chivalry's just definitely dead, but, like... I feel like you wouldn't let her go. Like, I feel like I'd be like... No, you see, like, you might be feeling better, but, like, this looks way more dangerous. I'm just gonna keep carrying you if that's okay. Like, I think it's implied Moon and Sun avatars have a hidden synergy, and they need to be together to ascend, or whatever. She realized he wasn't strong enough to carry and fell back. I am sure both of them are dead. Yeah, like... He just, like... Oh, okay, now she's just, like, fine now, by the way. She, like, did they take one step on the bridge and she's like, dude, just by the way, like, hole in my chest? Totally gone. I'm good. Just let me, just... Also, wait, did they, like, take the arrow out of her after she got hit with the arrow? Did Homeboy just, like, rip that out of her and be like, oh, no, what happened? Like, aren't you supposed to leave those in? Aren't you just supposed to just watch? I have to react to it, right? Because reaction, like, people who just sit there and watch it, I have to have a reaction, right? That could be us someday. All I'm saying is, she definitely got shot with an arrow here, right? Like, isn't that the whole point of this, right? They canonically were lovers in the past. Like, look, okay, she gets shot with this arrow, right? What happened to the arrow? Team Diana or Leona? Wait, yeah, homie literally pulls it out of her. Dude, you're supposed to leave that in. I'm pretty sure to, like, if you're trying to, like, you know, get her to a doctor, you like, you keep it in there so she doesn't lose blood until you get to a place where you can patch her up. Why'd you take it out? Where's the Daybreak card that shoots something? They don't have first aid in Targon? Apparently not. Apparently not. Team Diana or Leona, though? I don't know. I think I'm just on team, like, get it, right? Like, if they're... Like, I mean, aren't they, like, trying to, you know, like, be together? Like, is it really, like, at odds. It's not like a Edward or Jacob where there's like one person in the middle you're rooting for. How you doing today, Slayer? Yeah, homie literally rips the arrow out. Leave that in, bro. Dude, also, just like this dude is not... You don't want this dude in your worst moments, all right? He rips an arrow out of her chest. And then, as they're about to approach a random sky bridge, he puts her down. He lets her walk. He's like, nah, you know what? Actually, that looks scary as shit. I'm gonna put you down. Like, what do you mean? Why would you do that? I mean, granted, she's healed up, but I still feel like I'm not, like, putting her down. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one here. But I just feel like that's not how I would do that. I was mostly wondering which design you like more. For me, Diana looks cool, but not unrealistic. I think if we're talking card, the shield looks kind of goofy. Oh, are you talking about in the trailer? In the trailer, yeah, Leona just looks like she has goofy proportions all around. Mega Goofball, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. The Sunbreak fella... Hold on, wait, I need to read that one. The Sunbreak fella seems like Psycho the Nightfall fellas seem pretty chill. Yeah, agreed. And I think as far as answering the question of who's, like, design... Did you ever watch the Call cinematic? I just woke up. Nice. Mega Goofball, I don't know if I asked you this already, but are you comfortable, like, sharing which country you're in? Just because I feel like I know which half of the world you're in. And if not, you totally don't have to answer that question. You can just pretend like you didn't hear me, and no one will bat an eye. Singapore? Gotcha. Nice. I'm just curious. I always love to know, especially the viewers that I know are not in the U.S., like, roughly where they're from. Also because if I end up doing more international trips, it gives me more opportunity to meet some of you guys. So, you know, there's that. No worries, man. Okay, the people who just joined chat, we're having a little discussion. Do we think Morgana is going to be a 3-cost card or a 5-cost card? You can say neither, but, like, those are the two camps that most people in chat are in right now. LOR design are pretty cool. Yeah. I think right now, the LOR designs for both champs are pretty cool, but I think I prefer Leona's over Diana's. Like, in terms of card gameplay and just artwork. I was a Singaporean that made it the furthest in the LCQ. Nice. I don't know. All I know is she's going to make me not play the game until 2026 because of her queue. I would have guessed 4. 4 cost? Really? Are people guessing down the middle? Because here's the main reason I'm saying 3 is because, like, you know what? Actually, I guess 4 makes sense. I just don't want her to be 5. Like, in both Standard and Eternal, we have a lot of 5+ champs for Targon. But why is Mordekaiser blue and not green? I doubt 5 since Kayle's already 5. Yeah, no, 4.5. Yeah, imagine she's a champ that's, like, costs 4 but has a tune, so she gives you one back. Mochi, how you doing today? Morgana is going to be a 5 cost that gets buffed into a 4. You know, that's a good take. That's a good take. I think it was Bandit Keith on Twitter who had the meme of, like, Elder Dragon's gonna be some Titanic unplayable card, and then he's gonna have some random follower that just has a busted-ass effect that completely warps the game, which is just, like, going off the trend of what's already been. Supports were kind of mid-range, and 4 is pretty good cost IMO for that. Yeah, gotta sleep, take care. Have a good one, Elvin. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, honestly, to all the YouTube peeps who come and stop by for these. I like, try to make the thumbnail, like, a little, like, at least like eye-catching, not so much clickbaity, but eye-catching, so that people actually want to click on it. Because at the end of the day, even if I'm not live, it still turns into a 4-hour-long video. So people who come here are either watching the VOD back or are watching it live. I do very much appreciate y'all. They like to release OP cards and patch them later. I mean, yeah, but that's just like Riot patching in a nutshell, right? Because isn't that how League is? They make a broken-ass champ and then scale it back later. Because it's just more fun that way. We haven't talked at all about Mordekaiser at all. So Mordekaiser is most likely going to be Shadow Isles, right? Because we kind of saw that with his... with the new card that came out. Now, y'all are going to have to help me with Mordekaiser. Because, like, Morgana, I kind of understand because I played that, that other game, the, Lurk. Alright, well, hope to see you soon, goofball. So, the only thing I know about, no problem, it's just mostly chill streams, plus I don't like Twitch. Too much content pushed. No, I get you. Although, if you did ever make a Twitch account, or if anyone else is on here does have a Twitch account, make sure to go and follow me on Twitch. Links are in the description of the video. I feel like I've shouted that out so many times today. Probably SI for balance reasons, but technically he's a Noxus champ. Really? Because people were saying that about his color scheme, right? Like, people were saying that, but also, like, I mean, these kind of look like the same hands and, like, stuff that Mordekaiser's made of, right? So unless this is just, like, a card that does this. But anyway, like I was saying, Morgana, I kind of know a little bit about, because I played that Mage Seeker game, and I sort of know what she does. Mordekaiser, other than, like, playing against him top lane, like, 3 times ever in League, no real idea of what he does. Like, I know that his ult puts you in a box where you're, like, in the void and you can only fight him. And, like, you're trapped in that box with him or something. I get that much, but I have no idea how you move that over. Numbers, you plugging so hard, I feel like friends with benefits. Wow. I've never heard that one before, but I kind of like it. He sends you to the Shadow Realm, yeah. He was the guy who built the Immortal Bastion in Noxus, the capital fortress. Now, is this like a actual landmark that we have, or is this just like a thing? Also, I guess I should really take a look, like, what champs have gotten, or I guess I should say have not gotten, new champs recently. So let's look at these. So we got Bilgewater, Bandle, Noxus, PNZ, Ionia, Demacia. So that's already, 6. And then this doubles up 7. 8. 9, I think. So someone didn't get a new champ. Wait, some reason didn't get a new champ. Who was it? Shadow Isles? Wait, yeah, Shadow Isles hasn't gotten a new champ in almost literally a year. Mordez defeated some death spirit or something and now can't die, or that his old lore, that was his old lore. Got it. We don't have it. SI didn't. Yeah. So we're at, like, look at this. We all the way to the Darken Saga, which happened last year, by the way. That's when the Darken Saga started, because the Darken Saga was the start of Worlds. Last year. Like, Darken Saga was the patch that people were playing on, I'm pretty sure. So, a full year I don't think World Walker introduced anything, right? Because this introduced Annie, Jin, and Gwen. Okay, so Gwen's the last SI champ that has come out. So it probably makes most sense that Mordekaiser would be Shadow Isles, even if his current lore makes more sense for him to be in Noxus. Saving it for Vex, don't worry. Oh yeah, the Yordle. Yes, that's what we need, is a Shadow Isle champ that doubles as another champ. That doesn't infuriate players at all. Alright, let me grab some water real quick, because I've been talking like nonstop for an hour. I'll be right back. Maybe he's dual region. I wonder if that would, like, make people who love Shadow Isles upset or happy. Hold on, I'm sending a text real quick. Okay, we're back. I will say that if Mordekaiser does become a dual region champ, he will be the first non-Bandle City champion that's dual region. Which, like, would be a cool thing if World Walkers didn't exist. Because then it's like, why not just make him a World Walker, right? Which they could do. They could just change his lore to be a World Walker. But then SI's getting, you know, the shaft. Dual region Mord would be cool, but for gameplay purposes, I doubt it. I'd imagine he's just SI, or if they go fully Noxus, but not both. Do you think the dragon is the last champ? I don't know what I think about the dragon. Am I gonna be honest with you? Because like people keep like talking about the dragon being a champ, but like if we really get into like the roots of it, and we're like, you can put any card, you can put any card that's a dragon in your deck as like a World Walker champ, which I would imagine if they're doing that, that's what they're gonna do. Then that basically puts this World Walker with either Demacia or Targon still, which means that now like the good Demacia champ and the good Targon champ for dragons. Actually, I don't even know if Aesol's really a good dragon champ, but you know what I mean. Your Morgana tweet was so insightful out of nowhere today. Now, okay, I need to ask Visionary. Was it out of nowhere just because, like, it was something that people weren't talking about? Or because you just don't expect me to say something smart? Because you know, it's one or the other. No, bro, you just said something really smart. I don't think anyone saw it coming. How you doing today, though, Visionary One? Yeah, every so often I have a tweet that, you want to know what, okay, I need to talk about, I need somewhere to vent, because every so often this happens to me. I get some tweet that I make that gets like hundreds of likes, a good handful, maybe like a dozen or two retweets and stuff, but I don't get a single follower out of it. I'm at the exact same amount of followers as I was 2 months ago. I don't know how to get followers on Twitter. If a banger tweet doesn't get you followers, how do you get followers on Twitter? I don't get it. I don't know. What is the secret? Because I do that. I like am engaging. I reply and stuff. But like I don't know how to do it. I think I'm really too boomer for this. He could have his origin that you can put all Last Breath and follower cards who kill your own units in your deck. Buy them. Now, if I'm buying followers for anything, it'd be for like Instagram or TikTok, and that's like a half serious comment because those two platforms, you have to have a certain number of followers in order to be able to stream on them. I would never actually buy followers, but that's like the only platforms where I would consider it because they have a threshold for a feature based on how many followers you have. Maybe your followers are all just ephemeral. They die like one after one like. I mean, I will say that that's happened before where like I get a bunch of followers on Twitter and then after like a few days I lose all of them. Numbers going on Instagram Live. If I had enough followers, I would. But I only have 44 followers on Instagram because I also apparently don't know how to use that platform. Base cert, by the way. Yes, thank you. My Seinfeld and Costanza 2020 shirt. I want you guys to know that this outfit I'm wearing right now, right? First off, I want to show you guys something real quick. Hold on. When I say that I've lost a little bit of weight, this isn't exactly what I meant, but it's also really, it's rather interesting to me. Hold on. Okay, so I've had, the pants I'm wearing right now, I have had since like 7th grade, all right? I want you to look at like how well they don't fit me anymore because of how much weight I've lost. Like I'm not even like pulling that hard. That's like a whole hand. I can fit my whole hand this way into this gap. Like, but yeah, so like that I don't know what size these pants were because the tag has worn off since I bought them, but I literally have to tie them so that they don't fall down, and I don't want to do that on stream, so give me like another second. You could fit all your Twitter followers in there. Mods! Ban them! You're only allowed to say nice things about me. Tell me how smart I am. Or at least how not dumb I am. I'm not petty, I swear. Mods, don't actually ban Visionary. He's great. And by the way, that y'all who are here and don't know Visionary, significantly better streamer and video maker than I can ever dream to be. Please go check him out and his content. I don't know how to do the shout out command on Twitch, but you know, just click on his name and tell him that he looks great today or something. I don't know. What was I doing here? Oh, right. Now you're gonna have to ban yourself. Hey, I said nice things. Numbers trying to gray sweatpants us. Stop. Pokemon launching. Bro doesn't even have it set up. What's the setup? Do I have to set something up? You can't put yourself down like that, Numbers. I mean, like, okay, it's not a matter of me putting myself down. I'm not saying I'm bad at doing this. I'm just saying that Visionary is on a level that I don't think I can achieve, all right? That's all I'm saying. And I do mean that mostly with video editing, because, like, I suck at making videos, dog. I make a video, like, once every 6 months, and it's just, like, me sitting here talking to you. Oh, there you go. Who said something? Okay. Anyway, we were looking at dragons, right? You can put any dragon in your deck. That's like, if there was an Elder Dragon thing. An Elder Dragon, whatchamacallit. Runeterra World Walker Champion. That's the word I'm looking for. I think a YouTube viewer said something. Yeah, and also, Sharp Illusion gave us a follow. Thank you so much for that. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Hope you are enjoying yourself. I have not actually played any Runeterra today. We are an hour and a half into this stream, and I have not played a single game. This has just been theory crafting, talking about the new champs. But if you have opinions about any of the new champs, feel free to let them rip. We're having a good time here. So, assuming that there is a champ that comes out that is World Walker, would you review a troll deck? Sure, I'd take a look at it. Just give me like a few, like you can post the link, but let me like at least talk a little bit more about this before I actually open it. Do you have points for it? No, like looking at decks I'll do for free. Playing the deck costs channel points. Looking at the deck I'll do for free. I think the only thing that a World Walker Dragon does for this game is lets you put in some of the Shadow Isle dragons in Targon without having to be on Shadow Isles. Or vice versa. Like, you can be on Shadow Isle's dragons with good dragons and still have the good Shadow Isle control cards. Save your points for the push-up. We need Dragon Chow in Standard. Now, let's just make a better Dragon Chow, right? Let's make a card that's like... Alright, chat, hear me out. What if there was a card that was like this dude? But instead of ally with Fury does a thing, it's like when a dragon ally kills a unit, draw a card or something like that. I feel like that makes dragons like useful, because then at the very least, like whenever you're trading, you're drawing a card, which is slightly different from the dog card, because the dog card is like when one of your stuff dies, draw a card. So this is when a dragon ally kills something. We need... Okay. I'll copy that. Just give me a second here. You know what, actually? A, like, dragon champion needs to make dragons cheaper to be good. I think that is the best way that a champion who's dragon-focused... Like... close to what Nautilus does for sea monsters. But imagine, like, Elder Dragon is like, alright, how would you want to do this? Like, allies with Fury have killed 5 units, right? And then after it levels up, it's like dragon allies cost 4 less or something. Because it's not, like, insanely broken. You still can't just, like, spam the board with these, but it makes this, like, 5 mana, so it's, like, a bit more playable. But then a champ like that kind of removes the reason to have this card in the game, right? I still want to know why Soraka doesn't press R after the arrow hit. Are you talking about the... Wait, are we still talking about the video from earlier? The Tales of Runeterra. Also, I'm just realizing now that these Tales of Runeterra are on the official League of Legends page, but they literally have Legends of Runeterra at the end of the video. Like this is the end of that Targon video. Literally has this video has Legends of Runeterra, but it's on the main league. Not wild, chat. Hello, hey, hey, I see. How you doing today? Did you know the Chark deck? I made one and it grinds so long versus a Sarah Karma on the final lethal turn. They decked themselves out, so I had only 8 cards left. What deck? Chark? Yes, the video Soraka can press R from anywhere. Oh, okay. All right, so this is what? This is Sleeper's deck. And then this is the one I wanted you to look at. I think we're going to actually get into, like, actually playing the game now. So, but, like, feel free to just put your thoughts into the void here. If there's, like, something about the new cards you want to talk about. Or the potential new cards. Interesting. So, the main thing I'm noticing is that your only unit is Mahira. Basically, it's literally Legends of Runeterra. That's true. So, grant allies +1/+1. This has Elusive, Lifesteal, and Overwhelm. Okay, so the plan here is alter to Unity. So now, grow its stats to equal its cost. Gaston, I think that's how I'm supposed to say that. Thank you for the follow. How you doing today? So you do this, and now Mahiri is a 5-mana 5/5. So she gets her buffs immediately. And also when you play this, you just draw her because she's the only unit. And then you can give her increased power with this. Give her increased power with the bands. And you can make her unkillable. And you can have multiples of her. I think the only thing I would change is just get rid of Demacian Steel and put in, like, Form Up. Honestly. Like, that'd be the only thing I would change, I think. If we were to stay with the same thing. Because, like... Or put this to the Darken, one of the Darken units, right? One of the Darken equipments. I think the reason you have this is because it's a 1-mana equipment, if I had to guess. But I think, like, if we put a different equipment or just, like, a buff, like, Form Up. Because that at least is, like, a combat trick if they do try to, like, kill her with unit. I guess that we have this, too. So maybe, like... Yeah, I mean, maybe just, like, to give ourselves, like, the... Because Darken don't count as units until they're on the board. So this won't interfere with the gameplay of Alter to Unity. And also, Jor-All still becomes a 5-mana 5/5 with Challenger Toughness. Never back now. No, I like it. It's definitely unique. There's probably some other combination of buffs we could, like, attempt to. I think this is, like, the only real card that I'm like, I don't know. Like, even if we're talking about it as a meme deck, it's like, this is the one thing that, like, I feel like we could do something else. I lost to it with Heimer Nora. Really? Wait, this isn't a numbers just chatting stream? I mean, like, it can be, if that's what we want. Chime Slime, Shark Chariot, maybe it was Visionary. I annoyed with it, and not you, I don't remember. I definitely don't remember that. Alright. Sleeper wants us to look at this. Is this... Joral seems like a better Demacian Steel. I think it depends on why you're playing it, right? If you're playing it because it's a 1-mana equipment, so you can, like, do a bunch of stuff on the same turn, I could see that being better. But, yeah. Isn't that meta? Is this deck meta? I have no idea if this is a meta deck. Is it? Is Volibear, Aesol, War Mothers actually meta? Because it's in a... It's you know, it's not a standard deck. It easily could be a standard deck. But I feel like you just play Feel the Rush if you're going to be on this, right? I'm excited for Mordekaiser. I'd be more excited for Mordekaiser if I knew what he did. But I kind of hope he's a Shadow Isle champ, because Shadow Isle's been getting shafted when it comes to champions. So can I redeem points for you to play that other single unit deck? Oh, like you want to redeem points to have me play the Mahiri deck? You're allowed to do that. Just when you redeem the channel points thing, just make sure that you put a... Like, you don't have to put the deck code, but just tell me which deck. Your consideration will be taken into... Whatever, you know what I meant. What standard deck? So, like, there's a difference between standard and eternal in this game, right? I think this will tell you if you, like, come here. So, play with eternal cards from all of Legends of Runeterra's history is eternal. And in standard is play with standard cards from the current rotation. So there are cards that there are certain cards that you can only play in standard, but then in eternal you can play everything. So I think generally speaking, standard is easier for new players to get into, because I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think champion, like, when at the end of each season, these weekly vaults, I think these are always from standard rotation cards, unless you own all the standard cards. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think you can open eternal cards from these anymore. Alright, I needed to... So anyway, this is a guinea pig year deck. The way guinea pig year deck works is I play 2 games with a deck. The first one, completely unchanged. Second one, I make some changes to it. And I will say that because I've had... Oh my god, shut up. No, I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. I will say that, like, in the past, I've had people who get a little tilted when I make changes to their deck. I want people to know when I make changes, it's nothing personal. It's nothing that is, like, set in stone. It is just what I think would personally be better. And it might also just be something that fits my playstyle better. Your mileage may vary, and that's totally fine. We don't have to have the same opinion on this. Oh, I wouldn't mind. It's not my deck. Oh, really? Okay, well. Well, then I'm glad. I couldn't have asked for a better matchup, by the way. Change 90% of it. I try not to. Commit to the bit, tell them they're trash. No, because you see, I tried doing that once, and it ended up as an argument on stream. And, like, I'm just not, like, I have to value my own time at some point in my life. And I think this is where I draw the line, right? Like, if I do these, like, deck redeems, and people are just, like, upset with me every time, it's not worth my time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not worth it for me to do this. I do this as a courtesy to viewers and stuff. So, anyway. I just told you I lost to it. Okay, you see, when you said that, I thought you were talking about the other deck that I was looking at, the one that Sleeper played. I didn't know you meant this one. Maybe that's a, like, there's lag or something, but I didn't realize that's what you had meant. Also, how you doing today, Scapegoat? I can't say for sure since I own most of the collection. Anyway, I'm at, like, somewhere from 4 to 4.2K. I don't remember. I think I'm at, oh, what was it? I lost to a troll deck. Got it. Alright, I don't think I can win this matchup if this doesn't go off, by the way. I think if I lose this one, we just lose the game. I'll do it and get upset at you. I mean, look, I can always ban, alright? That is always an option. I mean, we're definitely doing something.
How frail mortality, how impure and wicked. They have suffered long absent my care.
Who wins? I'm pretty sure we lose. Like, unless I draw Gentleman's Duel, which even then I'm not sure if it helps me. Who won? Who's next? You decide! Epic! Rap battles of history! I used to watch so much. I used to watch so much epic rap battles of history, man. So much. Is there any world where we can... How much is this? This is 5. So, like, literally, even doing this doesn't actually, like, help me. Oh, no, this keeps me alive. Wait, this actually keeps me alive. Sick Gamers, how you doing today? Judgment? I know, I wish we had it, but no, we have this. I fought this kind of deck before, so annoying late game. Yeah. Definitely can be annoying. I think I just had to keep up the spell shield at this point. I'm okay, and yourself? I'm doing alright. No complaints at the moment. Maybe I should have kept that card and used this instead. I don't know if it would have lived, though. I mean, I guess we'll still be at enough mana to do both of these anyway next turn. So, Numbers, what's your thoughts on the new Necron Codex? Obviously, haven't seen points yet. I don't know what that means. Do I have to look this up? Oh, Warhammer. I haven't played, like, any Warhammer, honestly. I wish I had. Like, it looks super interesting. I just don't know enough about it. Oh, sick. Wait, that's good for us. 40k is so expensive. Is it? I've heard things about it, but I wasn't sure. Wait. They literally can't. It does nothing anymore, bro. Pretty sure these are just stronger now. Free unyielding? Yeah, for real. They literally can't win. I don't know. They might be able to, like, put enough power on the board that I can't, like, this is why I need, like, a second, like, why I need, like, single combat or something. They can't kill this, but I think they can still win. Or I need, like, stuns. I need, like, some ways to be not dead to decks like this, right? Maybe we can try something like that.
X-Tech cannon, tested and primed.
Although if I put a second one down on the board.
Back to work if you don't want to be the lady of yesterday.
Okay, I think the plan is we insta-hush the Jace so he doesn't get double spells and therefore double 6-drops for free.
Humanity's darkest hour demands my return.
I think that's the best line here. They can kill this one, but I kind of don't know if it does anything anymore. So this is 5 mana. I think I'm just putting this thing on here.
Let's get started.
I have a new method to evaluate.
I feel like if I'm opponent, isn't the best way to attack? Is it to put the Hextech first? Because I have to block that with the unkillable thing, right? And this is like my biggest lifesteal thing.
I judge thee. Face thy penance.
Because they have 5 mana.
I judge thee. Thy redemption nears. I judge thee.
So this is 10. We heal up to 6. I'm just trying to think. Am I screwed if I do this? I do have a silence, right? To which I think this is an 8/8. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, this is an 8/8.
Cannot be redeemed shall be immolated.
So they can't deal 5 to my face in that region. So I'm not, like, worried about that. And even if they could, we can silence this thing to reduce damage by 2. I think I like this the best. Because anything they try to, like, buff or whatever, we just silence it.
How frail mortality, how impure and wicked.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
So what is their, like, plan to deal with these? They really needed to get an elusive blocker. They literally don't have a way to stop this. Huh, why do you cost 5? Oh, Heimer. Wait. Oh, his chant, okay. I guess this is probably just better, right? Because these will get +2. Wait. Oh, wait, she says the thing. She says, be not afraid. They can't deal with that. That's the plan. Damn. All right. All right. I don't have words, dog. I don't know. It seems broken to me. It's actually a good day. I mean, it just beat Heimer Jace, you know? Alright, I think Unyielding Spirit needs to stay as a 3 of. I think Judgment we can bring down to a 2 of. We can maybe bring this thing down to a 2 of as well. I'm just trying to think. Like, we definitely need 3 Paz, we need 3 of this, and we need 3 Mahiri, right? We don't need any other units. I do think we do want another Darkin, though. I think Jor-All is probably the best Darkin we're gonna get. 3 Judgment, maybe. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Judgment's not bad, but I think I'd rather have, like, single combat or stuns, right? Because we almost, like, lost that, right? Like, we have 3 of this. I don't think we need the Bell. I think the Bell actually doesn't do anything for us. Because even if it gets Ephemeral, like, the only thing that Bell helps with is Frostbite and Stun. Which I guess are ways that we lose, but I think, like, with having, like, Bastion and Protection like this, I don't think we care about that. So I think we're either putting in single combat, or we're putting in, I don't think I want a unit that gives a Celestial card. I think I want Celestial Wonder. It's broken if the opponent can't deal with Unyielding. Yeah. Which is why we're playing, like, buffs and Spell Shield, right? I do like having at least 1 Demacian Steel, because I do think that, like, having a cheap equipment is probably fine. If they have Obliterate, it's over. Well, that's what the Spell Shields are for, right? The Spell Shields are to help with that exact situation, but there's not a lot of Obliterate in... Capture would be funny. Capture would be funny. I just don't know how we do it. Is the Can't Block giving Minotaur still around? It's in Noxus, but I think it is. I don't think that got removed. Yeah, it's this thing. Demacian Telestone. Oh, the capture? It does have Detain. Detain and Prismatic Barrier are interesting, but like Detain's only good if you get Unyielding Spirit off, right? I think I want to try this, like change it up a little bit. But let me go to the bathroom before I play this next game, because there's about to be an ad break, and I don't want to like play a viewer game during an ad break. So give me like 1 minute, guys. Okay, we're back. And deck Real Exile, how you doing today? So that should be the deck that we just, the version of the deck that we just played with. If you want this new version that I just made, or not just made, but like just started to like play with, here's this. That's the deck code for the one that we just did like just now on stream. I haven't actually played it yet though, so maybe don't take that deck quite yet. I can redeem a couple more plays with the deck if you want to experiment more. It's definitely fun. I am enjoying it, but I think I might need a break after this game. I will also say that everything in life comes with ups and downs, right? For example, living in New York City. You have access to one of the coolest cities in like a plethora of just about anything that you'd want to do in life. Downside to living in New York City is you live for 2 straight weeks in a 66-degree apartment, to which when your landlord finally decides to do something about it, they tell you that you're going to have no running water for 2 straight days. So, you know, everything has its ups and downs, right, chat? Everything's got its up and downs. Yeah, no, real great. And I love how they also, like, tell you by posting something the day before they turn off your water. Not even a full day before, by the way. They put up a sign in our complex, like, maybe 16 hours before they're going to shut it off. Which is not a lot, by the way, in case you're curious. I don't think we're gonna win this one, by the way, chat. We just took 9 damage to the face. Now imagine if Morgana was a 3-cost champ and we could just drop her right now like it's hot. Just drink the tears of your opponents, I guess. Yeah. We haven't drawn Mahiri. Well, drawing Mahiri is not the problem. We have this, which draws it for us. The problem that we have is that we need to survive to turn 5, and they're about to deal, let's see, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage next turn. Well, technically more than 12, because they're getting Shark Chariots. I need to draw exactly, this is the problem with this deck, by the way, y'all. Is that we don't have protection for this exact situation. Like, great. Okay, we just lose. Unless they forget they can attack on open. Unless they literally decide to develop right now. We just lose. We hush Zed. Well, hushing Zed doesn't do anything. If, wait, how does Shark Chariot work? Okay, well, you see, now, they did forget that they can just... I don't know, he literally just forgot that he can...
Humanity's darkest hour demands my return.
Okay, I mean, I guess they don't want to win.
Nothing to fear.
Alright, I guess they just lose now. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what the idea was there. I actually feel like I should just drop Joral. He's 5, right? So we'll have 2 mana left over, to which I will have enough for a spell shield. Oh, we actually won't have spell shields because we didn't equip him. Alright, I guess... Alright, I mean, opponent literally had a 17 plus power open. I guess,
I shall need my tools.
Imagine reading the spell shield. I mean, it's not so much reading the spell shield. I just forgot that playing Darken doesn't count as an equip.
My redemption nears.
You must understand.
That fearsome unit is a bit annoying. Yeah, I mean, like, they're giving them a lot of stats and stuff, but I think we're fine. Honestly. Like, they can buff this. They literally just chose to lose their Gwen for free. I'm guessing they have the Dragonling card or something. I mean, that has to be the Dragonling card, right? I don't... Like, it doesn't actually help them because this is a 10 power... We were dead to Glimpse. Well, okay, hold on. I need to see first. Am I dead to Glimpse with this? If I block these two, right? We're taking 5 damage off the board, so this is exactly 7, right? Which means that if they Glimpse, we are dead, but I think if they had Glimpse, we would have just been dead earlier. I could put this shield on him, right? I think I'm kind of scared of Twin Discipline, right? We're scared enough of Twin Discipline that we probably don't want to spend more mana than... Because this thing needs to stay alive. This is how we win the game next turn. I think now we're not dead to Glimpse, because I think I have enough power with the single copy of Bell to live at, like, 1 or something. Actually, no, that's right, because if they Glimpse this, I don't get this, so, yeah. This needs to stay alive, definitely. I can't win the game without this, but Jor-All kind of blows. I mean, he doesn't blow, but, like, I can win without him. Did they, like, leave? Or are they, like, slow-rolling the Glimpse here? Oh, they're just slow-rolling the Glimpse for no reason in particular. I love that. I love the, like, slow-rolling the Glimpse when, like, they actually had lethal 3 times over. Okay. I don't want to actually rope them like they roped me. It's whatever. It is annoying, though. But whatever. We're for fun gamers. We're not actually tilted about that. So, like, the only things that could have helped us in that scenario were, like, having one of our copies of Hush, because we could have hushed the something to be -1 power and still lived. I think we had enough mana for that. Just slow roll back? I don't know, man. Like, is that too petty? I know I'm, like, known for being a little petty, but, like, is that too petty? Things that could have helped that were, like I was saying, having something like single combat. Single combat, like, would have lost us our, Mahiri, but... We also had Hush. We could have put in more healing. Actually, I kind of feel like putting in, Star Shaping isn't a terrible idea in this deck. If this really is just, like, a Mahiri full focus, like, having this isn't that bad. So I would maybe, like, if I was to try this again, maybe go down to, like, 1 Bastion and then 2 Star Shaping or something like that. It makes the deck a little bit more expensive, but it does give us some staying power in games. Do we really need 6 Spell Shields in the deck? I don't think so. I think, like, 4 Spell Shields is fine, because this Spell Shield is still decent at, like, giving you +1/+1. But we have enough equipment in this deck. Like, we have 6, 7 pieces of equipment, and, like, if we aren't drawing those cards, we're just not winning the game anyways. So I think it's fine to have 3 copies of the 2-cost Spell Shield and 1 copy of this, and then, like, we could either do 2 Star Shaping, or we could do 3 Glimpse. I think either is acceptable. I just like this because it gives us an alternate win con to Mahiri in case, like, we do lose all 3. We're not, like, completely out of the game. We can get, like, a good Celestial unit that just helps us, like, break the board. Or Living Legends. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, we can get Living Legends. Anyway, that's all I would do. If anyone else wants to experiment with this list, it is fun. Like, I do think that the Mono Mahiri deck is kind of fun. It does remind me of Mono Fiora, which I haven't actually played in a while. Can Mono Fiora even still be good with the changes to Fiora? Like, her being at 4 mana is pretty awful, right? It's fine, just like roping infinite decks to try to mill you, but not in a single turn over like 3 turns. Bro should just play a mill deck that goes infinite. So like, I don't know how I feel about like any of that, man. Like, on the one hand, it's like, karma, but at the other hand, it's like, you're kind of just both wasting each other's time at that point, right? Like, I do think if you're going to play an infinite deck, you should be willing to play out every single one of those games, and getting mad at opponents for not instantly surrendering as soon as you start doing your infinite. Like, if it's a paper game and it's like too awkward for your opponent to say like, no, please continue doing your combo, I think I can break it. Like, whatever. But in like an online card game, like, don't get mad at me for just playing the video game, dog. Like, if you're going to play something that forces us to stay here for like 20-ish minutes, then you better be ready to sit here for 20-ish minutes. That's the mentality I don't like. Are the people that play those decks and then like get tilted that people are just staying in the games. The long roping is one thing to be annoyed about, but people who are just genuinely like just staying in there because they think they can break the combo, or they're just not dead to it that turn. Oh my! This is the one thing I don't like about this new mic stand, is that the backing kind of comes off sometimes. What was I gonna do with Fiora? Should I do Fiora Shurima? Because I feel like it's been a while since I've seen Fiora Shurima, right? I play infinite decks, but I make them with the goal to win in a single turn, not like infinite decks that can't even physically win. Oh, Runeterra used to have a huge problem with that. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the like in-game ruling that you can't play the same card more than 15 times in one round. And they put that card per round limit in the game because Hush, everyone's favorite card, Hush. Where is it? There was a few infinite combos at the time, so it's not like it was just this combo, but this was like the biggest offender of the like hostage deck. I made a whole video on this too, if you go to my YouTube, but this card used to say, silence a unit this round, create another Hush in hand. And so what you would do, right, is you would get a card that reduces this thing's cost to 0. And then every time you play it, you get another one back in hand. And then you just keep playing it over and over. It was an Ionia card. It was this thing. Cloud Drinker. Your burst and focus speed spells cost 1 less. So you put 2 of these on the board, and then you just infinitely Hush. And your opponent can't, if they can't kill Cloud Drinkers, you can just keep hushing things past turn. And then they pass turn back, you keep hushing things past turn again. That's an actual hostage deck, and that is completely toxic bullshit. Since you can only play 15 veterans in 1 turn, it's basically impossible to mill with them in 1 turn. Look at this deck made 15 card limit for units, not just spells. Okay, so the idea is that the action landmark gives you this card. Draw 2, your cards cost 1 less. And then you play that twice in a turn. And then you just keep, like, recalling stuff. Because now you're your homeboys cost 0. So you just keep playing these over and over in a loop. You Navori for action landmark trigger. Yeah. You play one of these on board, you play a second one on it, and then you get the landmark back, and then you just keep going back and forth. Yeah, I think it was something like this when they, I think a combo like this existed when that other, Hush combo was around. What do we want to do today, though? Am I just back to playing, like, aggro on ladder? Is that really what we're here for again? Actually, no, you know what I should do? Since we're talking about Morgana a lot, I should just play some Kayle deck. I don't know if Kayle is particularly good in Eternal right now. But we will, we'll try it. I don't see any Kayle deck in, like, Runeterra AR. So I'm going to guess she's not very relevant in Eternal. That doesn't mean I can't play her, but it does mean it'll be interesting to... Yes, and you go on till you did it 10 times and count down the Sun Disk. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if I want to be on Kayle Poro King, but I don't know what else you put Kayle with right now. Because I feel like a lot of the decks that I can, or a lot of the champs I can think of to put Kayle with, you could just, like, do with a different champ. Bard. I had a fun Kayle Gwen deck. I was actually just thinking about Kayle Gwen. I was actually just thinking about this. I don't know how you, like, do it to where Kayle actually levels. Because what is her thing? She is, you have... Round start, I have 11 plus power, so you can't just, like, get her thing from, Hollowed. She has to, like, actually organically have it. Kayle Bard is also interesting. I'm just trying to think, like... I don't know what's going on next door, but... Guys, have I told you all about the neighbors whose kid, for 3 years straight now, just, like, screams? Like, I just feel like it's, like, a solid, like, 2 to 4 hours of just this child screaming. It's, like, it's been like that for, like, 3 years, dude. I don't know how the kid has those kind of lungs. Is Twisted Treeline Offering rotated? I think so. I believe they did get rotated. Twisted Treeline is here in rotated cards, and Fresh Offering is here in... Yeah. So they are Eternal only cards. And how does Twisted Treeline work again? Kayle Azir with that new Sand Warrior buff. Hire Hitman, Black Friday. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Wouldn't that be, like, wild if the black market also did Black Friday deals? Buy 2 pounds of drugs, get the 3rd pound free. Like, I feel like the black market doesn't have, like, time for that, you know? They're so bad yet still rotated. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Kayle with a Zir. So, which card are we talking about with the new Sand Soldier buff? Is it the general? No, not the general. Desert Wrath. Oh. How much that cost? 5, right? Oh, this is Dune Swallower. I'm thinking the wrong thing. So this is the spell, right? Because they buffed a spell too. I don't know why I always choose to go through this. Azir Kale's Zolani was experimented before. I'm okay like doing things that have been done before. I just want something that like isn't just strictly better with a different champ. That's the thing I'm more concerned about, right? Because like I thought about doing like Poppy Kayle, right? Because Poppy can give buffs to everything, but then it's like, wouldn't I rather just be on Tarek at that point? I thought about doing like Kayle Leona again, but I'm pretty sure Kayle Leona just isn't as good in Eternal as it is in Standard. I'm just looking at like the other champs that are good right now. Kayle Vlad, can that ever work? I don't think so, because a lot of the self-damage units, or units that take damage that are good like that, are in Freljord, not Noxus. I do think giving Kayle, well, I guess she already has Overwhelm on level 2, but level 1. Kayle plus anything is the best Kayle deck, but anything plus synergy is better for anything. Well, do you know what I mean though? Like Kayle is just in the kind of a similar position as when we were talking about Master Yi and Swain and like those champs. Maybe not Swain, but like those champs from what was that, like a month ago now, where like she just suffers from like being worse at something than other champs that do that same or similar thing. Could you do Kayle Sivir? I know Sivir Action was like what was good, but I feel like I haven't seen like any Sivir lately. Despite her being on Runeterra AR. Oh, Renekton Sivir? Oh, that's not good. I mean, Sivir is 4 mana. The problem is like Kayle is the one that has the good keywords in this scenario, right? Sivir is not really providing anything. So you almost need like you need a champ that can buff things, or you just go to Action. So Kayle Action. But then, like, you realize that, like, some of the good cards that you're going to be playing with Kayle support are also Leona support, because a lot of the Sun Disc stuff. Sivir Poppy. Sivir Poppy could be interesting. I was kind of trying to play Kayle decks, just because we were talking about Morgana. So I wanted to see how the sister was stacking up. But that's not bad either. Later Alus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I might have the word breakup wrong, but how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Laterius. I think doing well, thanks. I'm glad to hear it. Could you do... I don't think that's super good either. They Who Endure is Freljord, right? Yeah, other champs, like... Maybe it is just Kayle Poppy. But is it Kayle Poppy Demacia or Kayle Poppy Bandle? Kayle Poro? Well, I thought about Kayle Poro. Is Kayle Poro going to be any better in Standard than it is in Eternal? Because I thought about this, right? Bandle. For Kayle Poppy. Poro Zolani is a thing, so Kayle isn't that too far-fetched. But it, like, does Zolani add anything to this? I want to build the Poro deck. The Poro King, Poro King alone is not bad, just add Kayle and Zolani. I guess let's try this first. I want to try the Kayle Poppy later. But I'll try this first. We definitely need that. We know we need that. Maybe you put in, like, 2 Sunbursts since we're in Targon anyway. Zolani is just a good finisher, yeah. Where's all my Poro cards, though? I don't know what Poros you're supposed to run, by the way. Aren't I supposed to have Lonely Poro? Oh, here it is. Poro Snacks, yeah. Let's put in the, like, known cards that I definitely need. Because I definitely need Poro Snacks. I think I need Poro Stories. Poro Herder is actually really good, too. Add one of all Poros. Elusive, Lonely are the best. I think adding 3 copies of each of these is probably pretty good, right? Let's get the Poro Snacks. I probably, as much as I don't like Aurora Borealis as a card, I think you have to be on it. All right, so I think you definitely play, like, multiple Poro Flies. I do one of. Can you Porify Kayle? In Path of Champions you can, but I don't think there's a equipment that turns something into a Poro. That could be interesting, though. The others you get from the King. You want Sled and Fabled. Do I want Sled and Fabled? Are any of them rotated, by the way? Just Call the Wild and Poro Cannon are the only rotated Poro King cards. Which is interesting, right? I mean, it makes sense because he doesn't have a ton of support as is. I don't know if I want Poro Sled, because our deck is already kind of top-heavy. I think Fabled Poro is probably okay, just to have something to do on curve. Sure, let's put in 3. I'm just trying to think of what else. Like, maybe we do want, like, 2 Tellstones just to have, like, some form of protection. Sled gives you a snack on open with leveled king. I mean, that's true. I just feel like if we're on Poro's sled, we probably just don't play Kayle. Like, honestly. But you want to know the thing that's, like, really sad, though, is I'm pretty sure this is just a standard deck. Yeah, this is literally still just, like, a standard deck. Is there, like, anything that's interesting that was rotated that we could be on? I just want to see, like, is there any reason to do this in Eternal? Because I'm trying to climb Eternal right now, which is why I would kick Sunburst off. See, I like Sunburst just because there are, like, gonna inevitably be, like, cards that we can't deal with. And I think Sunburst is a good way to, like, just stay in those games. I almost wonder if the Moon Weapon's better than, like, the Tellstone. Like, what if I took out the Tellstone and put in Gifts from Beyond instead? I want to offer a promotion. You want to know what I want to offer? How do I ban... Wait. I hate the 7 TV stuff because it... I hate the 7 TV stuff because it got rid of my ability to right-click on a username and just ban them from there. I have to, like, fully go... Like, I kind of want to get rid of 7 TV for that reason. Like, it actually just makes it harder to do certain things. The weapons. I honestly think, like, the weapons aren't, like, a bad include. If we're going to just be trying, like, new and different things, right? If there was a fun way to do this, if there was a fun way to make this out of the way happen, I'd be so down. I didn't even realize Battle Bonds was, Wait, I could probably fit in Battle Bonds. And again, I'm mostly doing this just to, like... out of the way sucks for Poros. Agreed. Alright, how do we feel about, like, cutting Sunburst for Battle Bonds? Just to, like, try it. Or maybe we go to, like, 1 Aurora Borealis. And go to, like, 2 Battle Bonds. Just to have, like, another buff. Because we don't have access to a lot of, like, combat trick buffs. I think just to try it, this is fine. You know, the 2 weapons give us either, like, some removal or, like, stuns. I don't think Battle Bonds is good. I don't think it's, like, a good card either, but... Honestly, maybe we're just on Poro Cannon. Maybe that's the real answer. Because this is an Eternal card. Maybe that's the answer with Poro King. Also, wait, why are people not doing Poro King, the frickin', whatever, I can't think of the words, but if you know what if you know what I'm attempting to talk about, you know what I mean. Add 1 Zoe to really throw off the opponent. Hey, look, I'm trying to, like, experiment with, like, stuff that I think could be good, alright? I don't know if throwing in a Zoe here is gonna help us? Like, if I thought Zoe was a good include, I'd put it as a 1 of. I'm just not sure. Maybe it's better than Battle Bonds, though. Like, honestly, maybe Zoe's just better than putting this card in. Distractor. Yeah, you could do that. Zoe is better for Poros. Oh, Zoe's better for Poros than either of those two cards? Yeah. I mean, I think Poros are good for Kayle, not that Kayle is good for Poros. Does that make sense? I think Poros are good for Kayle. That's exactly right. Yeah.
I can barely keep up. Persistence is key.
Kayle's like another Zolani. Basically, yeah. Homie's just creating a bunch of spells, but not playing any of them.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
I just want to do this on curve, so if they start killing Poros, it's going to start leveling Zolani. You see what I mean? Like if this had happened without me getting a Zolani buff, we're a little sad. Imagine a buff Zolani with a healing moon weapon. Right? Alright, I guess homie just has all 3 copies of those in their hand. No problem. Poros is still a thing. Poros is actually, like, not bad right now. Honestly, Poros is just not bad.
Oh, I missed you too. Trust me, they add up.
I know I should probably be saving this one so it can get the buffs. But I think at this point, if we can turbo Zolani before like they start coming online, it's probably better for us. They still are infinite cheap value with stacking a billion snacks. Give me the code for this deck. I love Poros. Yeah, I don't think this is the best version of Poros. Definitely. This is, like, just an eternal deck list that I'm, like, testing some cards out on. But you could very easily change this to be very good. I'm a little hesitant to drop Poro King right now until they do something else. Or until I know I can, like, level him. I want 2 snacks. Alright, screw it. We're gonna be greedy. We're gonna be greedy, chat.
Noxians are not the monsters
Oh,
they
okay.
make us out to be.
They kind of let us be greedy here. Oh, I've actually seen all of these Poros. I've actually seen all of them. So we don't even get the level up. Unfortunate.
I can barely keep up.
If only there was a moon weapon that gave spell shield. Imagine. I want to play these into Fabled Poro. Moon weapon with spell shield would suck since it's slow. Okay, but what if it was like +2/+2 in spell shield? You know, like something that like gave you a, like, I mean, 2 mana +2/+2 in spell shield's kind of nuts though. I'm sorry, did homie just like decide to not use the stun? Like, I get that like the stun doesn't do anything, but like really, you chose not to just like do it anyway? Wild to me. Why do I feel like I see something? Maybe I'm just seeing shit, but moon weapon and kill that dude first. I didn't have enough mana last turn, but you're right, I should do that.
Destination in sight.
I feel like there's a lot I could do here, right? We could Poro King and get another snack. I could Fabled Poro. Like, I have the attack token on open. Zolanian open. I don't think I want a Zolanian open when they have this on board. And also, they could just have, like, this... Like, if Zolani was leveled... I think if Zolani was leveled, I would do that. Because me just declaring the attack transforms everything. But the fact that not everything is leveled... Wait, hang on. I could technically level her, but the problem is that I can't, like, actually do anything with it. I think what I'm going to do, though, is we're going to Poro King. And we're just going to, like, do this for another turn. So we're going to play Poro King. We're going to get another snack this turn. And then I have 2 snacks for next turn. I don't have enough mana for all of that because the weapons are 2. But I do think playing... Like, I think... Just playing a Poro and then playing Fabled Poro next turn will give me a leveled Poro. See, now I have 2 Poro snacks, which is, like, better than not. I don't know if Poro King's effect resets once he levels. But I still think that you know, I might as... We'll be at, what, 8, 9, 10? So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have to still do this Fabled Poro next turn. But I guess I can, like, try to slow roll it. I don't know how well it works out for me, but I can try. The 3 mana 1 and 2 mana ones, I think. Yeah. So, okay, so his effect does, in fact... Not that I didn't believe you, but we do just have, like, concrete proof that it does. You know what I mean?
Victory awaits.
Wow.
The few for the many. It won't be much longer till these peasants fall in line.
Interesting. Been trying to climb with Poros last week, so learned that. Gotcha. Alright, so Zolani's now leveled. But I have to, like, win this turn. So this is not the, like, give them a random keyword thing. But I mean, still giving them +2/+2. Okay. I'm gonna say, I think this is lethal. But also, like, you see what I mean, though? Like, Kayle didn't matter. Kayle did nothing. It was almost as if we didn't have her in the deck at all. Alright, someone wanted this deck code. So here's, like, the deck code as is, but, like, if you wanted, like, a real serious Poro deck, I think what you do is you cut Kayle, right? You probably cut Brothers Bond, too. If you're playing this in Eternal, you could, like, try to keep the, Gifts from Beyond. But I think the better card is probably, like... I think the Moon Weapon is too expensive. I am starting to think so, too. Gut Battle Bonds and Kayle. Yeah, no, like, I do think that that is true. What are you? I think what you put is, like, your last card. Like, it could be, like, a Proto Poro. And you see, you could even play this in Standard. Like, this doesn't require you being in, Even Winding Light is better than Kayle here. Is Winding Light in, Standard? It is. I think if you were to, like, want, like, an actual version of Poros, I think that's, like, the actual Poro deck. Winding Light. I mean, the problem with Winding Light is that Kayle is, like, the same mana curve. So it's, like... It's definitely cute, but I don't know if it's correct. What we could do... There was another Poro King deck that I was thinking about, right, for Eternal. I mean... If you know, you probably already know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to see, like, what the deck looks like if we try it. And that deck is, like, Poro King, Freljord. With, you're still on the, Iceborne Legacy. Because you can still run, you can still run the, like, good Poro stuff while still being on Poro King. The problem is that, like, this deck doesn't really want to be on the Poro King strat. Because this deck's whole gimmick is, is you get a bunch of daring Poros, and you put Iceborne Legacy on them. People usually play this in PNZ though, because with PNZ you can get even more copies of Daring Poro and Burn. So like the Poro King version of this isn't as good. It has the same slot as Zolani. That's bad, but I just mean I'd rather play it than Kayle and Poros. Yeah, I mean, again, Kayle is more... It's more that Poros are good for Kayle than it is that Kayle is good for Poros, right? Poro Cannon. Yeah, do I not have that in here? Like, the problem with this version of the deck, right, is, like, you end up back in the situation where Iceborne Legacy is the only Eternal card that you're playing. I mean, I guess you could be on, like, Revna, right? I don't even have a main copy of Poro Snacks in here yet. But then again, I'm pretty sure the only, like, standard card in here is Iceborne Legacy. Oh, no, Poro Cannon, too. Okay, so this isn't, like, totally stupid. Snack? Yeah. I was going to say Snap. Are we talking about Marvel Snap again? That's what we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. Like, I don't know about this version, but... Do I even have enough Poros? I mean, main deck-wise, no. I don't. Oh, man, Marvel Snap, I loved it, but hated the way to get new cards. Yeah, it's very... I think Marvel Snap is just one of those games that you just have to, like, understand going into it that card acquisition feels really good at first and then really sucks after. And feels, like, really bad. But, like, the problem is that the gameplay is just so fun. Like, the gameplay is actually fun. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I have exactly enough Poros for this, but that's, like, also not including us getting random ones from all these cards. Yeah, I started with Snap and wanted to look for something else and land on LOR. Yeah, I mean, LOR is, you know, a fun game. I love the game. I play it, you know, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. So I can say that, like, I'm not bored with it and I'm not, like, burnt out on it. There's definitely metas where I'm not, like, happy. But can you see YouTube chat? Yes, I can, Michael. How you doing today? YouTube chat won't appear on screen because of Twitch's multi-streaming rules, but I do still see it. Alright, I'm seeing a flaw with this deck, guys. I'm seeing a flaw here. You play Snap as well? Yeah, there was a point in time when I streamed it. My best performing video on YouTube, since we're talking about YouTube, has 31,000 views, and it's a Marvel Snap custom cards thing. I'm currently playing Snap right now, too.
I'm here in Jana's name.
I enjoy playing Snap. It is a fun game to play. But like everyone says, it's just like so hard to get cards. Yeah, Snap streams go crazy. Oh yeah. Discard Snap. My problem with Discard Snap is I don't own Silver Sam, and I just bought two cards at 3 power each, or 3,000 tokens each. I bought the new card that literally just came out today because I think it's actually really good with Dazzler. And then, I bought... Who else did I buy for 3,000? I can't remember who the other card I bought for 3,000 was. Snap almost took me away from LOR because I love the pace of it, but LOR is just better. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm a people person.
Trust me, I get that.
Big wings that went whoosh.
I don't think Snap was ever taking me away from LOR, because, like, there's just something about the community and the, that's the one thing I don't feel with Snap, by the way, is I don't feel like a sense of community with Snap. Even when I watch Snap streamers, I don't, like, really feel engaged to interact with those streamers. Not like I do when I'm in, like, the LOR community, but maybe that's just because, like, I play so much LOR that I know so many people or something. Maybe that's really what it is. Snap has Fortnite energy. I've never heard it described that way, but that's not a bad way to describe it. Problem mate, how you doing today? It's actually not a bad way to describe it, like, at all. Why do you even run this card? Really? In Tila Neela, you play this? Wild to me, but okay. I don't know. How many of you guys actually watch Snap and would, like, watch if I started streaming it a little bit? I never streamed it full time, by the way. What I would do is I would stream, like, 1 hour of it a day at the beginning of stream, and then play LOR for the next 3 hours. Main reason for that being that, like, Snap is a fun game, but I can only handle it in small doses. Because if I play against 2 Galactus players in a row, I'm done. Like, I'm out of it. I don't know if anyone else ever feels that way, but... Okay, so let's see. This guy's taking 4. This guy's taking 4, but has a spell shield. Sounds good. Maybe I would get into it again. Definitely don't feel like you have to get into it again for my sake, but I do find it very fun.
Soak it in.
I would never really rage quit or tilt with Snap because of the short games. You would think that. Like I understand that mentality, but I think for me it's just like I take each game so seriously, and I think that's part of my problem. I feel like I don't need to do that. Like I don't need to take Snap games so seriously.
Says I don't.
Just by the way, I think this matchup was winnable if I didn't draw a hand of unplayable cards for the first 5 turns of the game. I'd be more interested in the beginner-friendly MTG part. Beginner-friendly Magic the Gathering. See, the problem is that, like, I don't... Like, beginner-friendly would be because I am also a beginner, because I have played Magic, like, maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. Ever. One of which was a Commander draft that I did in person. That was interesting. The second time I played was a Vintage Power Cube draft. And then I think I played Commander a handful of times with my friends. Add a way to kill landmarks. I don't think I need a way to kill landmarks. I think I literally just need to not draw like ass. You know what I mean? I need to just not get dicked on the draw. I need water. My throat is very dry. I'll be right back. Ass drawing doesn't help, yeah. MTG is so fun. Magic the Gathering is a very fun card game. The problem is Magic the Gathering is a very expensive card game. And a very expensive card game to keep up with. Like, if you think Marvel Snap is bad, I'm pretty sure Magic the Gathering is worse to stay caught up on. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but like... But, like, as far as, like, actual, like, standard drafting, it's harder to keep up on. If you're just going to play, like, Commander or, what's that other format that people really like? There's another Magic format that people really like. I would love to play Shadowverse, but the way to get cards was, some nonsense. Well, so have you heard that Shadowverse has a paper version now? Build a good Commander deck for $50, but you can go into the thousands, yeah. Did you guys know there's a paper Shadowverse now? Made by the same people that play that other card game I play, Weiss Schwartz. I don't know how many of you know this, but I also, like, play a little bit of Weiss Schwartz. I actually went to a regional somewhat recently. You can build a good Commander... Oh, I read that already. Weiss Schwartz is a game that's like... Weiss Schwartz. Schwartz. Weiss Schwartz. Is that a Yugi thing? No, it's a... So, here, I can show you guys a little bit. So, well, so the coolest thing about Weiss Schwartz, the only reason I play it, yes, that. What the hell? Come on. I have no idea how to describe the problem I'm having to you, chat, but it's very infuriating, I promise. Yeah, so exactly what Dur's typed in. Because it is German for black-white. It's literally what it is German for. But so, when you play Weiss Schwartz, all the cards are based on other anime. If that makes sense. So, like, if I come here, right? I have no idea what this... Oh, is this all? Okay. So, like, this one that's in my hand right now, all the cards, like, this set in particular was Sword Art Online. It's like, all of these are Sword Art cards. And that's, like, the main reason to play the game, is because you just have, like, all these cards. that are like these different characters from anime that you like. And then like there's a bunch of them, right? Like there's a Ruby one, right? From the Rooster Teeth show Ruby. Some of the sets I play are like Ruby, Overlord. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Spy Family is coming out soon, and I'll be doing a pack opening stream for that. So like just a bunch of random. You sound distant. I was distant for a second. But yeah, so there was a lot of oh, hold on, my volume was down. You should check out Infinity Wars when it comes out of beta. One of the best card games. You know, I think one of the whoever is the guy that streams Infinity Wars, I think gave me a raid once. And everyone just kept talking about some cow giveaway. I don't 100% remember the details, but I'm pretty sure it was something along those lines. That there's a cow giveaway happening. Like, feel free to correct me if I have this like completely wrong, but like I'm pretty sure I got a raid from someone that did that once. You are a collector. I have a whole binder that I could bring back out. I don't know if y'all are interested in me bringing out my binder again. But I'd be more than happy to bring out the collection binder. You can get all the cards for free when it comes out of beta. Interesting. So already a better monetization system than whatever the Dodo game was. I can't even remember the name of it.
Follow along, little ones.
We'll find you some friends.
I'm gonna say, what happened to my keywords, buddy? I love how this one can keep attacking because it can't get blocked by either of these. But yeah, so Weiss Schwarz, I would say Weiss Schwarz is probably not a game worth getting into because I just hate the competitive nature of the game. It's not very competitive friendly, but it is a fun game to play with friends. And also just like a fun game to, you know, collect cards for. Can I please draw? Oh, elusive, nice. I mean, I almost feel like I should Iceborne Legacy these things now, right? Because I have so many of them. Describe the gameplay loop. It'd be easier if I showed you, honestly. But it's hard to describe, like, just off rip. I guess I'm just banking mana. I could have also done the Poro stories, since I'd just be wasting mana anyway. Man, you know what I love? He's getting shit on by one card. It's okay. Where are all my Poro snacks, by the way? You know, the card I need to win the game. What an interesting one to choose to kill, by the way. Like, when there's literally an elusive one staring you in the face, and you choose to kill the one that isn't even remotely close to being an issue. I kind of don't want to, like, open attack. Soul Forge was also a great old digital card game that is sadly now dead. It was a grudge choice. Yeah. No, that's how it feels.
Tremble before thou hear.
That is okay.
I wield the storm.
Man, this deck sucks. I mean, I could have maybe gotten lucky and gotten a second one, but I think I need to just be not dead here. The meta that card was good is in kind of sucked. Which card? Just get good and draw snacks, Poro King. Oh, the Poro, this thing? Iceborne Legacy Poro? Yeah. It was definitely toxic. That much is definitely true.
Nice to meet you.
There's technically a world where I still win this, by the way.
I am the doom of all.
There is a world where I can still win.
Nothing stops us. Not cold, not death.
Oh, come on. That was not the unit I needed to see right now. Like, I would have preferred almost any other Poro now. I know I was just complaining about not having Poro King, but that doesn't exactly make me feel better. I'm pretty sure we're still dead anyway, by the way. I think I took out Harsh Winds. So this is only a Frostbite 1 enemy.
Bow to your king.
We are dead on open. Yeah, I mean, like, we're kind of dead regardless there, right? Yeah, okay, so this deck is just not good. Like, I don't think Freljord Poros is bad, but the way we built it is not good. I kind of want to just, like, not lose games anymore, though. Like, that would be sick. But I don't know how to, like, actually make that a reality, because I feel like every time I start doing good with a deck, I just get slammed into bad matchup after bad matchup. And this is a cycle that has repeated for days now. Maybe Fearsome Nico. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one might not be the solution. Brazil? I don't even know how we win this matchup, honestly. I think just, like, be fast. Unless, like, their deck does nothing until turn 5. Like, I don't know how we win this. I guess I don't actually know what their deck is. But, like, just looking at their champs, this doesn't look like it's going to be easy for me. I know a good Nico list for it. It totally doesn't just drop one of her for 3 Noxus cards and you run her without her. I mean, yeah, like, that's kind of the boat we've been in, though, right? I might play the Freljord Nico a bit today. We'll see. That's actually, like, kind of good. I wonder if it's better to not do it. No, you know what? I guess, like, this Pokey Stick isn't going to be super useful going forward, so... Yes. Where's my speech? I should make a speech. Nico with the 5-drop Demacia guy who summons an ally sounds fun. Yeah, I mean, like, Nico Noxus is fun. Like, Nico Noxus is fun. Don't get me wrong. Or, I'm sorry, Demacia. Nico Demacia is fun. Me. Yeah, I kept meaning Demacia. I wonder if I should just attack in with this. Like, it just dies to the soldier, though. But I do get more damage in. And let's see, how do they block? The 2-2 into the 3-2, the 2-1 into the 3-2. So we're dealing 2, 4, 6 damage total. So we're either dealing 6 damage or we're dealing ping rear guard. I don't think it matters which one we ping. Unless you're just saying ping rear card because it's most likely the one that's dying anyway. Maybe that just makes sense. I'll just keep this thing so we have, like, the potential for dropping our load on them. They actually choose to block this way. I thought for sure this would have, these blocks would have been different. Because isn't this more damage for me? I hit 1K with Nico after our talk yesterday. You mean 1K mastery or 1K how do you mean 1K?
If they don't break,
they'll burn. We're gonna wait to play this. Do I ping my own thing so they don't get the 4-1? It technically lets us push more damage this turn.
No one's the wiser.
I don't know if it's like that good, but again, I don't think this is like super winnable. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Strike at their foundations.
Stand behind Brom.
I guess it'll entirely depend on if they have healing. I think we just let this through, and we just, like, double decimate over the next 2 turns.
Damn it.
The whole world will know my
There was a play to, like, do a pokey on here again. I don't think I'm dead here. This is 14-15. It's definitely not good.
Time for talking to. Good luck. Have fun.
Actually, if they choose to do this, I'm taking 2 less damage because of this. Okay, I'm taking 1 less damage.
I will find her.
It kind of seems like I'm dead to Atro, regardless of if I block with this thing or not. So it doesn't, like, matter. I kind of just have to, I kind of have to just decimate and pray they don't have Atro. Because, like, the only other play I could have done was pokey their face and hope I draw into another pokey, but I think that still loses to Atro. And that's just, like, being more luck dependent than I need to be. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, they're going to just Atro me. Nope. That's not Atro. Alright, I'm just going to keep going with this. Just because I want to. But yeah, anyone who's a new into the stream here, have any opinions on the new champs that were just released? That was the main reason we're here right now. On Morgana, Mordekaiser, or what you think the 3rd champ will be. Mega hype? Oh yeah? What are you most excited for, though? That's the real question. Is there any one particular thing that you're the most excited for? Or are you just kind of excited all around? I love the way they revealed the cards with the behind the scenes art. I love that too. That was by far my favorite part of the new reveals. Mordekaiser? See, I'm kind of more into what's her face? Morgana. But that's also like strictly because I know her from the other thing. I see big dude, I get hype. I see cute waifu, I get hyped. I mean, I don't know, like, it seems like we're 2 sides of the same coin here, friend. Art's fine, but hard to give an opinion on what we've seen so far. Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely hard to evaluate anything based on what we've seen. Excited to see the skins tomorrow. Is that what we're getting tomorrow, or skins? Really?
Won't get past me.
How much do you want to bet they play Ice Shard?
Okay, ready.
People speculate about Elder, but I'm still praying for Malzahar, and I'm hyped for Mord since he'll probably be sacrifice synergy, judging by his followers we got already. I mean, that would definitely be interesting, right? Because I don't think we have anything like that yet. I think Elder is Demacia. You don't think it'll be a Runeterra champ that's just, like, dragon support? Like a Runeterra, put any dragon into your deck type of shit? He is a dragon. He is blue and white. I think if they're introducing another dragon champ, I think it has to be a Runeterra champ. I don't think they can release one that's another, like, region. Okay, I don't know why they're just, like, choosing to open attack with this. I don't think I ever... You know what? No, I kind of care because I'm going to do this. Do I want to just decimate now? They're Freljord or Targon, and they have a lot of mana still. I feel like I don't decimate. I feel like we're going to attack in and force them to use mana. And then we'll see. Now a legitimate deck. Like, I don't know how they're going to be able to prevent us from dealing, like, any damage here. That one's fire, because portals are broken. I'll take a look at it, but channel points is how you get me to actually play it. The schedule says the third champ tomorrow plus cosmetics. That could be cool. Okay, do you have a way to, like, not take 4 damage? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do both. Like, even if they Tavern Keeper, we still win here. Star Shaping, we still win. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look at this guy. This one is also... I feel like I spelled that wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Where did it go? Where did it go? What is your name? Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is just a portal deck. Why? Okay, if we're on a portal deck, shouldn't we be on eclectic? Or do we just not think we have enough units for eclectic? Because this card just puts a ton of portals in the deck, right? And if it's gonna keep getting updrafted by like Temple and this chick, I feel like it's probably not bad, but I think it depends on how much portals we really think we're getting. I also think in Standard, we probably want to be on more Pytos, but I don't know how you actually fit that, so maybe not. No redeems if you can't take the heat. Stop. Look, like, it's okay when I mentioned it the first time. We don't need to keep bringing it up. Yeah, I mean, that's my only real thing is, couldn't we be on Eclectic Collection? I think Eclectic is not bad, especially in Standard. Just a PSA. Ziggs Talia. I still want, like, to make some kind of, like, Talia Ziggs or something like that deck with Arsenal. But I don't know if it's that good. Explosives Prime.
Everything's in behind ya.
You know, this deck could probably be on Pytos if it really wanted to be. I think they have reason to be on, like... you want my 1/1 spider friend?
What a shame for you.
A pure Arsenal. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Did somebody say
Explosives. They could have the, okay, they don't have it. Are they gonna block these?
Out of my way. Move. I can't wait to see what this one does. Damn it.
I will say Poppy Ziggs. I will always find it weird that summoned units trigger the Roiling Sands before the played ones. It is definitely awkward. Like, that is probably the best way I can phrase it, is that it's awkward. But... you know what I actually want to do? I want to do this so I can play my 1-drop and have it not immediately die to Ziggs. I think Ziggs as well as Talia both want more of an aggressive approach, while Arsenal rather takes a slow game plan. This is okay. It's not, like, preferred, but...
I've never tried this chemical before.
I have my orders.
We're just gonna... okay. We're probably just full swinging here.
Fuse is burning. Fuse is burning.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that we don't have Decimate. In, like, one more turn, Fervor is all we need. So I guess if they tap below Deny, we just slap Fervor down. If Numbers was a champion, he would be Olaf. I don't know who that is, so I'm assuming he's hot.
Distance means so little when family means so much. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the ground.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure.
Light the fuse.
Some rocks just won't sit still. Catch!
If you're into Vikings. I mean, I was a Viking for the Renaissance Fair.
Light it. Light the fuse.
Olaf wasn't the first champ I had in mind, but I changed my mind. Were you going to say Tom Kench like people did to me when I first started streaming? Halloween, the first year I was streaming, I wore a green shirt and a fedora, and people kept saying I looked like Tom Kench. So, you know, that's my experience with Twitch chat referring to me as champs. I was going to say Gragas. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming he's hot too. Sure. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not even gonna look it up because I just assume he's like the male equivalent of Morgana. I can't imagine that you would ever subject me to someone who is fat, gross, and ugly, right?
Anything helps.
From a certain point of view. Yes, if hot means on fire in a tavern brawl. Yeah. Stack 'em, hop up! I wish I could do that without my voice cracking like a bajillion degrees. What do you think Morg's card will look like? You mean like what the effect will be and stuff? I feel like effect-wise, Morgana's probably going to be... If I had to actually guess... By the way, maybe trolling. How you doing today? If I had to guess what she would actually do... Probably... Hold on, I'm trying to think now. What do I want to do? Maybe kill the Neela. I'm gonna guess it has something to do with stunning. But I don't think it's like... I don't think she'll be like... You've stunned this many champs. Or this many units to level up, right? I feel like it'll be like... Something... Maybe it won't even just be, stuns. Maybe it'll just be negative keywords. That could be cool.
I'm always up for a round or two. Blue as the serpentine.
I'm just trying to think. I don't know. I think it's gonna be like stun related or something to that effect, but I couldn't tell you like exactly. Cause I don't have like a good like concept of what Morgana does in League. All I have is to go off of is the Mage Seeker game that she was in. Can you do the voice line? I'm up to snuff and I've got me an ace machine. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Today's the day I
Find that hero. Just don't have a way to kill her. Oh, they're looking. I agree with stuns. Here's what I'm thinking. 4 mana, 4/4 quick attack. When a unit gets stunned or recalled, I deal 2 damage to it. She levels up after 5 units have been stunned. Becomes a 5/5 and strikes units when they get stunned instead of dealing 2 damage. You know? I don't think I've heard an idea quite like that before. That could definitely be interesting, and I don't think we have anything like that in the game right now. Definitely not in Standard. Yeah, it sounds broken, dude. It took me way too long reading that to realize what you were doing. Should probably have Spell Shield or give ally Spell Shield. You know, okay, so Lulu, when she levels up, she gives you a card that either turns something into a score, or gives something vulnerable, or gives something barrier. What if it's like that on level up? She gives you a card that either stuns an enemy unit, or gives an ally Spell Shield. Would surely be the best card in the game. Ah, yes. And not the most garbage broken, or the most garbage card in the game.
Power is mine to command.
Remember the objectives.
There's no 3 mana deal 4, buddy. You can kill the Ziggs, sure, but I still get my 2 damage in. And you still can't attack this turn. He's even bad in Path of Champions. There's been a few times when he was actually good.
strike at their foundations.
I probably could have developed and swung just to get the 2 extra damage in, because they have 1 card in hand. There's probably no reason to open attack here. But as long as I'm dealing 4 damage. I'm gonna cap being the most garbage champ worse than Yasuo. Anyone else remember the point in time when man, so when the game was very very young, they had made the comment about like wanting champs to kind of get paired together just because, you know, you ideally can run 2 full sets of champs in a deck, right? So they wanted certain champs to just run together. And they had made the statement that Yasuo and Katarina were supposed to go together from like the beginning. Which is just wild because those champs had no synergy back then. Like, they made Katarina a little bit better. But like back then they had 0 synergy. And yeah, it was definitely wild. I will say. I don't know if I could give it anything better than wild, but wild is a way to describe it. And then finally, like a year and a half later, maybe 2 years later, I don't actually remember, they finally did make it viable after buffing both champs a bit. Morgana, the Fallen Lord, 8 mana, 8/8, can't attack. Round end, deal 8 to a random enemy or the enemy nexus. Hey, I mean, sounds busted. Or no, you know what? What if Morgana is actually a 5 mana 5/5 with Last Breath, take control of an enemy unit? Wouldn't that be busted? Can you guys imagine if there was a card like that?
Time to bust out some combustion.
And what if it gave you a random unit? Yasuo, got Leona and Katarina finally found Gwen. Yeah, but Yasuo Katarina's not, like, good. To be fair, the only sick in the mind are playing the game this week right now. Huh? Why are you tagging me when you say that? Can you repeat the effect? The 5 mana 5... Wait, like, you mean, like, me rephrase it? Oh, yeah, 5 mana 5/5 with Last Breath, take control of a random enemy unit. Wouldn't that be busted? Because I feel like that'd be busted.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Interesting.
Hold it, partner.
Little rooms are just as good as big ones.
Yeah, but the big ones are, well, bigger.
And I mean, I don't know, like, if I didn't play the game this week, I would be doing quite literally nothing. You know what I mean? And I feel like doing something is better than doing nothing. In my professional opinion.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, the Mystic Shot there is fine, because, like, that's less cards that I have to worry about Poopy dying to. You could play Snap. I can't play Snap for a full stream. It's, like, a fun game, but after, like, a few hours of it, I'm just like, exhausted. Like, after an hour of it, I'm exhausted, honestly. I wonder if I should Fervor something. What's almost leveled? Galio never looked so unepic. Yeah, Galio's not super good right now. You can play Spider-Man Miles Morales. I will play... I will play... not Runeterra games on Saturdays. I'll try to start doing that from now on. I'll try to start playing non-Runeterra games on Saturdays again. I don't know if it'll be that game, because I don't have that. Slam.
Your wickedness shall not prosper.
Last of Us on the table again. It is if I can get my PlayStation 4 to connect to my PC again, because I had some trouble with that last time. So if that isn't possible, then I'm not doing that. Dr. Morgana, 7 mana, 7/7. Did you guys know that there's a Hearthstone Easter egg in there's a Hearthstone Easter egg in I can't think of it. In Marble Snap. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a Hearthstone Easter egg in Marble Snap. I love how there's just a Ziggs chilling here.
Strike at their foundations.
I think we lose this game, by the way, now.
Wait a minute.
Hot take, Ben Brode is cringe AF. Like, I don't know enough about Ben Brode. I mean, of course I used to love Ben Brode when I played Hearthstone, but that was when, like, the only thing we knew about him was that he had a really infectious laugh, and he was, like, really good at, like, talking to the community about changes to the game. And, like, would constantly do streams with streamers to, like, talk about the game and stuff. That was super cool. I wish Riot would do more stuff like that. Like, if I, like, had a stream right now of just playing with a developer, I think that'd be pretty sick. But, you know, that's also, like, if we were ever at that situation. I feel like he made Hearthstone so much worse, and his video defending the changes to Warsun Commander in Hearthstone was so cringe. I don't remember that, but he was the lead designer from the beginning, wasn't he? So I don't think he, like, made it worse when he was on the team that made it, like, initially, you know what I mean? Like, he was there from the beginning. Like, he was there when it was before you think he made it worse, because he was always there. You know what I mean? That's what that, like,
Terrorizes you. Take me to them.
I feel like all the games he runs are money grabs. I think they're a good balance. Also, how did they get 2 cards here? Oh, right. His philosophy was basically never make any balance changes or absolutely minimal balance changes. Which, like, you have to understand, like, okay, now this is not me, like, being a, like, Ben Brode fanboy or whatever. This is just me pointing out valid arguments for or against certain things. And one thing you have to understand is that when Ben Brode was helming Hearthstone, digital card games were not, like, big. Hearthstone was really the big first one. And every other digital card game was also a physical card game where you couldn't make balance changes. I will say, his, like, takes on Snap, his takes on what they're doing with Snap are really kind of cringe to me. Like, trying to make it so that card acquisition is hard, so that, like, you can't just have a meta thing. Like, that's, like, that's the whole reason that they don't let you buy individual cards straight up, is because they don't want people to just be able to min-max the game by buying the best cards. It's like, oh, well, everyone's collection is different. You got to build something with what you want. But, like, people want to play from a curated list. They want someone to tell them what's good so that they can have fun. You know what I mean? Anyway, Silverhawk, how you doing today? Is Morgana control, mid-range, or aggro? We don't know because they haven't actually shown us the cards yet. It's just concept art is what they've released. It's okay to have different opinions. Yeah. Yeah, they literally only released, but, like, I think that's cool. Because here's the thing, right? Look at it from my perspective. I've always felt very awkward about, like, doing, like, reveal videos. Because I just don't feel like I have much to contribute to, like, cards and stuff. But I do have things to contribute to, like, art pieces and, like, looking at, like, concept art and stuff. I feel like that's somewhere where I actually can shine. Because, like, I just don't feel like I'm a good enough player where my opinions on, like, what the cards actually do matters. Like, at all. But I'm at least, like, not stupid enough to be able to have a good opinion on, like, the art direction and stuff. So that's why I'm very happy. I hope she is a backline tempo or value engine and makes me play lots of cards. That'd be cool. Anyway, I didn't want to, like, totally distract from the topic discussion we were having, but at the end of the day, like, I think early game Hearthstone was Hearthstone's prime, and there were definitely decisions that weren't amazing for the game, but I think anyone who was in similar shoes with, like, having Activision Blizzard breathing down your neck and also, like, having a game that has a lot of, like, hype behind it would have made maybe not the same decisions, but similar decisions with how new Hearthstone was. Like, now that we understand the digital card game market and, like, everything a little bit better now, I think that, we're good. I think everything makes sense now. But it definitely, like, back then, when everything was so new, is very hard to, like, say whether or not doing one thing or the other was better. And that's just my take on it. I can agree that Blizzard probably influenced him a negative a lot. Yeah. Speculating if cards are good is always fun, no matter if you're a top player or not. After all, everyone called Zoe trash on reveal just to be a tier 1 broken. Yeah, I think that's why I don't want to... I think that is exactly why I don't want to evaluate cards. That is, like, exactly why. I think after seeing the way LOR monetized their game and approach balance, and remembering how Hearthstone started more frequent balance changes when Ben left, I just can't ever bring myself to play a game of his again. I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Honestly, even this being 15 damage isn't that bad. There are 2 different eras of LOR content. Yeah.
For the Empire.
Post-swim is definitely superior. Yeah. Agreed. And, like, I don't know, I don't want to really get into it, because I don't really like even putting that into the conversation. I wonder if I should... Okay, if I just tank this, we go to 12. And they don't really have a way to stop us from just open attacking. But also, I just have lethal in hand that they can't stop. So I think we just do this. Yeah, exactly. But as far as, like, content goes, I guess what we can say is pre-2011, or maybe it was 2012, or 2022. I don't remember if it was 2021 or 2022, but we can talk in terms of that, like pre-2022 and post-2022. No, I think it was 2021. I do think content got better, like, just overall. I liked his content. It was always some fun BS gameplay. And yeah, but, like, the problem is that he's a shitty human being that didn't even deserve the mercy that he received from the LOR community. And they weren't even lenient on him. But, like, considering the amount of pitchforks with hunting that it could have been for what he did. Like, anyway, that's the most that we're going to talk about that. Just so my stance is clear. Can I do this? With the period at the end? Okay, with the period at the end, I don't know if that will block someone saying it without the period. But if it doesn't, then sure, that can stay.
Just need a second. Okay, ready.
What is this? I'm gonna bait someone to tell me what they did at the beach in the summer. Nah, if someone asks about that, we could just be honest. Like, but I think that's probably fine. Do you know that the rafts fight each other by swinging their necks at each other? I feel like someone's told me that. I don't know if that's actually true. I went swimming there. I didn't go to the beach.
This requires my largest official hand.
I study biology Really? I feel like I want to watch a video. Hold on. Okay. We don't have enough time for a second game, but hold on. We're gonna... Me. Okay, hold on. I need to look this up. Giraffe fighting. It's actually the second result when you just type in giraffe. Hello, cruel world. Okay, hold on. 100 times giraffes fight and wild animals break their necks. Okay, I don't want to see animals breaking their necks. But, like, I'm cool to see giraffes fight. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to show you guys. It's fine that you saw that, but not what I wanted to show you guys. That's also not what I wanted to show you guys. Where is it? There we go. Okay, homie just, like... Since homie just, like, left, I guess we're gonna... we're just gonna end the stream with this. Hold on. Okay. These two look like they're chill. Oh my god, what the... Literally just swing their heads. They don't even, like... They fight, like, side to side. I love the dude in the background that's like, oof. That was a good hit. You know the card in LOR that's a giraffe, the what do you call that thing? The thing that has to do with the landmarks, the Shurima card. Whenever that thing attacks, this is what I'm imagining it doing. I'm sorry, is this like the same instance of them swinging their necks just from every angle? How did we get this? Anyway. I think that's it for stream today, guys. Preservationists or something. Yeah. The swing would destroy a human. Oh yes, I bet. All right, let's see if anyone else is live. Oh, you know what? Visionary Ones was in here earlier. So yeah, let's go ahead and give him a raid. Even though he already has more viewers than we do right now, it is at least the nice thing to do. Because he is a homie. And I literally shouted him out earlier. So that's going to be it for stream today. Tell him to play Chark. Well, we can tell him to play Chark. Because we're going to give him a raid. So anyway, thank you so much to everyone who came out here today. I do appreciate all of you. If you're here on the YouTube side, down in the description are links to different stuff. You can follow me on Twitch, which is where I primarily stream. And if you're on Twitch right now watching me, I just posted in the chat links to a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers by the end of this year. We're at 966. We need 34 more. I'm getting better at this math. We need 34 more. If literally everyone in chat had their mom make an account and then followed me, I'd be halfway there, roughly. I mean, it's not perfect math, but, like, close enough. So thank you again to everyone who came out. We're going to give a raid to Visionary Ones, who I said at the beginning of the stream, very good at both content creation, Twitch, and YouTube. So make sure that you check him out. And yeah, I will be back on Saturday. I stream Saturday to Sunday, 7 p.m. to about 11 p.m. Eastern. So hope to catch you guys back here again on Saturday. Have a good night, everyone.
Like, just part of his